Kakashi, you are determined this month. First. Look, he's hanging on the couch. I would say a surprise on-time start. Well, I realised that, yeah, Nova, I know. I realised if I started at 4, we'd only get, like, 2 hours, and I'm like, no. Yeah, Kakashi, I mean, everyone else is prepared to do battle, and I should do some, like, grand tallies and whatnot, but, at this point, someone else would have to win every single round of first this month. And River, Nova says hi. Water! Oh, excuse me. Let's try that one again. Water and welcome, friends.
Prep work is important for the first button slide.
I mean, Bacon, do you remember when I thought you had a fucking bot running because you were so good at getting it? But yeah, Kakashi, like, if you win this month, you're in the Hall of Legends, opening it up for a new generation. So okay, Nova, Puns, Kakashi, the John Deere Enjoyer, Catastrophes. Watto and welcome, friends. Come on in. So the reason why Nova is throwing stuff at me, deservedly, maybe I went a little bit hard. Maybe doing 8 hours of Abiotic Factor last night was not the smartest, and I definitely didn't give my hands enough of a break. So I've made the decision, we're not going to be doing Monster Hunter Wilds today. Now, I could push through it, but that's what's gotten me into trouble in the past, and like I can feel it. Like, I do regret doing 8 hours of Abiotic Factor last night, and I think if anything, this has proven that I need to play that game a lot more. Yeah, but I want to hang out with you all, I want to do cool kid stuff, and we can do that through the medium of like hardcore marble racing and fishing and all sorts. Because like, what's important, right? I want to hang out with you lot. For some reason, you want to hang out with me. Fuck knows why. You should probably get that looked at. But we can all hang out together. And yes, thank you for pointing it out, Nova. Yeah, Fiona's working SakuraCon this weekend. And while Fiona can kind of rush back and handle Amos, Fiona was like, look, can you look after River? Because Her Royal Highness is so easy to look after, but she can be an absolute terror. As in, like, you know, getting into bins and winding Amos up. So she gets me her own personal concierge for the weekend. You know what? And that's fair. But friends, like, one, you know I will always bring the thunder as best I can. Being sensible sucks, but, you know. The other thing is that I am the guy that streamed with a broken hand, so I've earned my points. Like, we used to say this thing in LARPing, which is you're not a real LARPer until you've had to chip ice off your tent. And at first, I thought that was kind of a... Oh, look who's been cute. At first, I thought that was like hardcore peeps being hardcore. And then I was like, no. What it is it's a way to tell yourself, like, it's alright not to have to, like, slum it when you're camping or what have you. Yeah, Kakashi, while unintentionally, I've already proven that I am prepared to go hard and will. Aww. Oh, J-Post, thank you. And if you weren't there yesterday, you'll be pleased to know that some of the Longship war chest did go to getting Madam Ski here some very fancy sardines from Trader Joe's, which is wildly cheap, by the way. I don't know where it was in my mind, but I had it locked in that Trader Joe's was very, very expensive. And honestly, no. I got a carton of sake, some cider, I got like pasta, pizza, stuff for River and some snacks. It was like $45. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, Kakazi, River loves fish. Yes, big go. Bestest river in the whole wide world. Mutes will watch River. Look, I understand what I am. I'm gonna warm up, act, and support for Big Yawn. Yeah, it kind of feels like Dinobot's taking the fucking week off. Like, what the shit? I have to check in on it. Oh, it hasn't. Okay, cool. You getting comfy, big girl? So I will need to take River out at some point, but. Well, Kakazi, I think you're right, and I also think that most of this stuff is own brand. Oh shit! River, we're on the big telly. We're on the big telly. River is readjusting her nest, so yeah. I'm coming to you live, 1080p, 60 frames a second to Kymel's big telly. That's prime watching. And Kymel, I hope you're doing well, friend. I know you've been going through the roller coaster. But we're going to be doing some marble racing today. So strap in, buckle up, get your best marble racing hat on. If any of you want to customize your marble ahead of time, go for it. It's not going to be like a Grand Prix today. It's just going to be lots of little races. Oh, Kymel, what's your title Easter egg? Because I'm always curious to know. Oh, thank you, Nova. Oh, and Bookworm. I didn't say hello. What's and welcome. Coming in, friends, coming in. Jumping back, though, it just, like, it's easy to forget the kind of the colloquialisms when it comes to, like, food shopping and stuff. Like, if one of you from the US was in the UK, you wouldn't know the difference between Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Lidl, and Waitrose. So those of you in the UK, so what's super weird is, like, Trader Joe's looks like queer Waitrose. Like, it feels like the whitest place on earth. And it's affordable, which is wild. Like, the lovely lass who served me, it's like the second week they're open, so everybody in there has the fervor of a newly converted. They have the keen of a new store. But I was telling them about the Dungeons and Dragons pinball machine, and it propped several conversations around me of people being like, wait a second, what do you mean? What do you mean it has an ending? What do you mean it has 3 endings? Oh, Jamami, I hope you had a lovely time. Watto and welcome. So Kymel's, on the subject of Easter eggs, Kymel's top tier is a Hotel Chocolat extra thick shell. I know how to say the word, but now that I've read it, it's going to take me a while to be able to, but I know what you mean. Bookworm does crackers and jam, but that's not weird. That's just good snacking. You get cheese-shaped eggs. Ooh. And now, Dustin, friend, it's not your job to natter, it's my job to entertain. So do it. Go do hot ninja shit. We're gonna do some marble racing today. Huh. Well, I mean, Mega Boss, I'm happy to see Last Epoch's doing good. They were so enthusiastic when we spoke to them a few years back. And I'm just happy to see them do well. I know that Path of Exile 2 had some balance changes that went down like a poo in a swimming pool. But Yeah, the team behind Last Epoch really loved their game, so it's lovely to hear they're doing good. And Jamami, the Dread Delusion. So, not to spoil the VOD, I thought we were going to be leaving the first main area, but honestly, we only hit the Clockwork Kingdom like right at the end, and then I started hitting the wall, and everything that we did in between was fucking wild. It's good conversation, good game. Yeah, Dread Delusion was a good day. Yeah, I think Mega Boss, I'm not worried about Path of Exile 2, although some people are a little speculative that the reason they've been doing like aggressive PR is it's not doing as well as they hoped, but it's not so bad they're like laying people off. Oh, Dear River, Kindball says hello. Actually, to quote, "Hi, my queen, you're looking pretty today." Look at that regal face. And Devoshi, Watto, and welcome. Come on in, friends, come on in. Bear with me just a second, friends. Tippity tappity makes stuff happy. Okay. So, in Seattle and nerdery news, so this weekend is SakuraCon downtown, which is Fiona's working that, which is why I'm looking after the big girl. The Cheesecake Factory downtown caught fire today, so sadly Artists Alley was evacuated. Hopefully they don't lose too much in sales, and hopefully, from what I've heard, no one was hurt, everyone's okay, but I had a long-standing motto, which is friends don't let friends go to the Cheesecake Factory, because during convention time, the Cheesecake Factory across from the convention center is the dumbest idea. Second only to unmarked Gatorade bottle of alcohol on the dumb idea spectrum. You get comfy? No, you get comfy, River. If I pull those blankets down to make River comfortable, she's like, no, I want rid of them. But that's really been about it. I haven't seen any game news kicking around today. Again, good, because the only thing worse than game news on a Friday is game news on a Saturday. I didn't do anything interesting after I saw you last. Like, friends, we closed the server out at like 1 o'clock. I didn't even have another cider. Like, River didn't even want to go down for like a last tinkle, and we just crawled into bed, passed out. Oh, Wyson, what's home, welcome. Wyson, I have apologized to everyone, but I'll apologize again because I know you came here from the Monster Hunter squad. I have taxed my hands a little bit too hard, and currently my hands are hurting. So we're gonna do some marble racing, and we're gonna do some like fun little games today. I know, Nova, I know, but I also know that there's like different peeps in the Longship who have like different areas of keen, and I know we have a lot of Monster Hunter fans, my fucking self included. And, you know, the whole reason I do the schedule is so people can be like, oh, will kick a dragon in the crotch on Saturday and I will plan for it. You know what, Nova? That's fine, that's fine. Although I will say, on the subject of Monster Hunter Wilds, Capcom are making rumblings about rolling out more stringent anti-cheat. I don't think that applies to anyone, but just expect there to be a storm and a teeth cup about it. See, Catastros, bonking as a term is something that as I grew up with it, meant something very different. And that's going to be in my head for the rest of the day. Yeah, Divershi, it was fighting back all those ninjas on the street. Whoopah! 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 You saw it. You know. I mean, Verdun, I couldn't possibly comment. But that's why Hammer mains, you never meet a sad one. It's all the bonking. Oh, okay. Kaimball told everybody not to work this weekend and have a proper 4-day break, so there'll be no game news. Good. In case you don't realise this, Kaimball does actually run all video games. I voted for him. Oh shit!
Showed my nibblings Monster Hunter. I suggested they take a shield since it's suitable for all ages.
Okay, Airman, that's very pithy. I like that. I like that. Oh, I guess the only thing that was mentioned is I forget who it is, but there's going to be an XCOM-style Star Wars game, predominantly set during the Clone Wars. Who's making it? Oh, and Wet Paint Gaming, what and welcome. You know what, Catastros? Money no question. I'd love to have another crack at Star Wars Republic Commando. Because I think with the whole like slew of co-op gaming keen that we have, I think you could go a lot more crazy with it. Like, okay, money no question. I want to do GTFO but Star Wars. Alright, I want to send the commandos in. I want it to be weird and like, I want it to be weird and strange and esoteric with like cool shit. God, that'd be awesome. And Aeon, what's up and welcome? It goes good. I taxed my hands a little bit too much, so we're going to be rotating from Monster Hunter to Marbles, but aside from that, I'm doing real good. Like, good mood. Snoozed real good. River was absolutely adorable earlier on today. We had kind of like a little totter around. River decided that she wanted to just go and sniff everything, so we just had a lovely little slow walk in the sun. And Catastros, fuck yeah. That whole segment is just brilliant. And the thing was, is like, you could tell that they had a really shoestring budget when they made Republic Commando. And they were like, you know what? No one likes the Clone Wars. Let's just have fun with it. No one's going to get mad that we make a good Clone Wars video game. Oh, Caffeine, what's up and welcome? Sorry, a good game based on the Clone Wars. You're all elder nerds. You know what it was like back during the prequel trilogy. It's weird that... Sorry, I often think about how... Like, we only ever do remakes of great successes. Now, I know why this is, you know why this is, but there's so many great concepts that I'd love to get a remake on. And if the original Star Wars... It's not the original Star Wars trilogy. The prequel trilogy, I'd love someone to get a crack at that as a remake. Yeah, exactly, Catastros. I don't know. I don't mean to bring up the Star Wars conversation, because I know, much like Nintendo, that can get people feral. Only Jar Jar can't. So, I think that there are a lot of concepts that especially episodes like 1 and 2 were scratching at, that nerds like us kind of absorbed and have done better. I think that a character like Jar Jar Binks would be a lot easier to do now without him being so fucking obnoxious. And I think a lot of the other elements to it, you know, I mean, shit. You can't hate the Phantom Menace. For everything that happened in it, it gave us Duel of Fates. Like, a lightsaber fight that changed all science fiction. And pod racing as well. Unfortunately, it also gave us the line, "Now this is pod racing!" Yeah, Catastros. I mean, I feel like this is one of the few corners of the internet we can talk about that. And so, I've been watching this thing on TikTok, right? And it's old G4 reviews. Now, I understand Adam Sessler went batshit insane, which is... I used to drink with that guy. Oh, social media was very bad for him. Don't look it up. And also, it's very funny to see a pre-crash out Tommy Tallarico with his pulled, spiked hair, as was the fashion at the time. But the thing that I keep coming back to it is, and Clank, what and welcome. The thing I keep coming back to it is that the way in which we were disseminating games, like before and leading into like the angry reviewer stage was like, I don't know. It wasn't cool to love stuff. Like the thread was always finding either a way to be snarky or a way to really fucking hate on it. And like I get why that happened, because you know the review machine around media and nerd media was of an overtly commercial nature that rubbed everybody up the wrong way. You know, gaming magazines, they weren't... My God. People talk about game journos. Gaming magazines were exactly the same as, like, model train magazines. They existed to sell you video games. They were not journalistic outlets where people did research. They were to sell you things. You know, we often talk about why the gaming review scale is always skewed between, like, 7, 8, and 9s. Anything that's 6 and below is considered a snub. Because... the magazines, like official Xbox magazine, is not an independent operation. It's designed to sell you shit. I know you know this, but when the Angry Reviewer came around, it was a counter movement to that. And, you know, that kind of back and forward is fascinating to research. I love it. And I feel the Phantom Menace was smack dab in the middle of that. You know, the people who had waited decades for a new Star Wars, and it wasn't for them, meaning it had to be fucking terrible and bad. No nuance, no like deconstruction. You know? I don't know. I've seen a lot worse than the Phantom Menace in my life. There's also the other thing I think about is it doesn't happen so much with cinema, which is why I guess they didn't really have a way to understand it, but like in video games, as we move forward technologically, we can do more stuff. So, again, this is why this like G4 TikTok channel is fascinating, because you hear people talking about like the cutting edge of graphics, and it's a dude running around with stiff arms going bam, 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 in a terrible Max Payne clone. Oh yeah, no, Catastros, absolutely, and I don't know about Kid Anakin, but I do know, like, fucking shout out to making the dude, giving the dude who played Jar Jar one of the most badass John Wick Jedi roles of all time. God, that's fucking cool. Anyway, Walter Devoshi, I enjoyed Phantom Menace. I did. Jar Jar drove me up the wall, but like, no one was without hype during Duel of Fates. But anyway, jumping back. See, in video games, as we've jumped forward in technological leaps, the tool set that we've had access to has drastically increased. But the Phantom Menace was so predominantly CGI, they had to kind of invent techniques. Well, and actually, Nova, it's interesting you mentioned Hayden Christensen, because, like, he was having to do a shit ton of acting with nothing else in a blue room. And the way in which it was shot, the way in which he was directed, led to that weird stiltedness. We know he can act. We know he can bring the thunder. And again, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, if you haven't seen it, fuck me. It's like, Hayden, go ham. Do the shit you want. Do the shit you wished you'd done back in the day. So good. But cinema's not really had many jumps like that, except for the jump into CGI. Like, now, with something like The Mandalorian, they have a fucking huge changeable screen. Whereas, I still remember the quote from Will Smith when he was talking about doing, I want to say iRobot. And he's like, I love acting. It's great fun. Hate CGI acting. Because you've got to put your heart and your soul into talking to this character that's being represented by a fucking tennis ball. I love you, tennis ball. And like, Nova, I'm trying not to shit on the old ones, but also, like, we didn't know the vermin fervor of the internet. We didn't know that this kind of shit would happen. If you were very much in communities like Star Trek and things like that, like, but yeah. Sorry, fan hate campaigns against individuals have existed for a long time, but when the internet was a lot more segmented, it was harder to understand it. Like, I never understood why the gentleman who played Jar Jar went solely into voice acting after the prequel trilogy, and I get it now, you know what I mean? Well, not now, when I started moving into community management in like the 2000s, but you know what I mean. Anyway, but just fun thing on my mind. We talk a lot here about quiet success, like how games companies that they put out a game, people love it, and it doesn't blow the doors off, but it makes enough for them to continue making games, doesn't get coverage, and loving stuff with your whole chest is kind of in a similar place. Oh no, Favor 6, I just said, yeah. He got given like Jedi John Wick as a role. They did him good. Oh yeah, Devotion, yeah, no. I love little stuff like that. Jon Favreau's been doing a lot of heavy lifting to kind of unfuck our lightsaber wielding nonsense. That makes me real happy. Anyway, it's just jumping back. It's interesting to see how the counter movement to kind of corporate shilling resulted in this kind of like hate it even if you love it. And it is fascinating coming back to it as an adult now and seeing like what was something that really was fucking terrible and what was something that I just absorbed the consensus on, you know what I mean? Especially with video games, you know? I love a good Star Wars. Like, okay, I'm not asking for any of you to join me on this journey, but like, for a lot of people, Knights of the Old Republic was where it clicked for me. But like the idea of like, you know, it's just you and the mystical powers of the universe and a fucking light sword just kicking ass. You know, I actually, and I'm not trying to start battles here. I thoroughly loved The Last Jedi, and I loved it for the look at the audience and say, what do you want me to do? Face down the entire First Order with a light sword? And then he literally does that, as that is what is expected. That whole thing. You know? And jumping back with Knights of the Old Republic, it's your lightsaber that you build, it's your adventure. You... Yeah, I almost said the thing then. If you haven't played Knights of the Old Republic, it still holds up. The reason I haven't streamed it as a group thing is that the first act takes so long. Yeah, and Diversi, that's where I always kind of pull off the throttle because while I despise Rise of Skywalker, I feel like it's an easy quagmire, it's an easy quicksand to fall into. You know, that's where the hate lies. And we got too much good shit to waste our lives on, you know, hating squillion-dollar products. Yeah, I mean, Jamami, Knights of the Republic's slow build is intentional and excellent. But when you go back to replay it, it's like... No more Pazak! No more street racing! When I get a fucking lightsaber, I'm gonna throw motherfuckers with my mind! Good times, good times. Well, no, and I guess the reason why this has been rattling around in my skull is... You remember a couple days? Weeks? Fucking time travel. You remember we were talking about, like, what is an influential video game? And how you can't really know what's going to be influential immediately. It needs time to breathe. It needs time before you can really understand, like, the fucking gravity weight of it. And I've been thinking about that pretty heavy today. Because one of the things on that G4 TikTok was... Oh, fuck, what was it? Oh, piss. The crux of my banter and it's dropped out me noggin. It was a... Oh, it was fucking PNO3. PNO3. And listening to Tommy Tallarico shit on it wholesale and me just being like... Can't wait for you to read those words later, Tommy. Bayonetta says what? Bayonetta says what, Tommy? Belen. Well, Favor 6, you can have my Pazak. I think I've still got some spare in the cupboard. You know what, Twizzlight? I've never heard the term hoof beasts are horses first, not zebras, but I really like that. I just had it drilled into me in, like, trying to fix tech stuff. It's like you start with the dumbest problem and work your way back. Pazak walks so Balatro could run. Fuck. Pazaktro? Balatrak. There's something there. Oh, and to some old guy in Hawaii, Watto and welcome. You know, River knows how to live. And River's got me literally at her beck and call. Yes, Catastros. I'll indulge us that one little bit of the core MacGuffin moment that launches into The Last Jedi. Launches into the Force, Rise of Skywalker, was delivered in Fortnite. Like, as mixed media nonsense go. Hey, and Diversi, that's entirely fine. I know, I think Verdant Flow was asking if I was going, and I think Aeon might be. I know Lance Icarus is, and Angel Kalina and stuff. Like, I mean, if you haven't seen me as sober, I tend to bounce around between everybody. But it's not like it's the last time I'm going to go out drinking. Jesus. And Arrow Griffin, Watto and welcome. Okay, so here's one. When you cast your mind back, what is a game that you feel got shit on during the whole like angry reviewer era that actually turned out to be pretty fucking good? Like, what's something that springs to mind that got shat on back in the day that you feel has got that weight, that value? Because I think it's a fascinating conversation. Okay. God. Kimball, abso-fucking-lutely. I will say though, if you've ever been dev side on a game like that, God, yeah, if you've ever been dev side, there is something about how when you work on a game, it comes out and everyone tells you like, oh, this is shit and bad. And then you have to read think piece articles like 3 years later being like, oh, you know what, this was actually really good. Like, where the fuck were you at launch? Where the fuck were you? And I didn't even work on anything that literally changed the genre it was released into. That became the gold standard. Sorry, I'm trying not to put Kimball's previous works on blast. Dustin would raise Fuser and Drop Mix. Good shout. And you know what, Twizzlight? Blood Rain, Blood Rain didn't ask a lot of you. But, okay, money no question. I would take Blood Rain and give it the Wolfenstein The New Order treatment. Like, not only would I not tone down the nonsense, I would crank it the fuck up. Like, no, you are a latex-clad, like, ethereally hot vampire lass killing the shit out of Nazis. I mean, I might go a little bit in the visual design. I might go a little bit in towards, like, Castlevania Nocturne. Like, the idea of creating that character that's so hot they kind of reach that almost alien ethereal phase. Like, I've always liked that idea of the vampire being so effervescent as to be, like, haunting and alien. This idea that they aren't beautiful, that they are alluring to pull in their prey. Like, it's a hunting technique. I might go that far. You know, like if kind of not quite full on like Dragon's Crown Vanillaware overextension, but definitely a little more than like the, sorry to bring up Bayonetta again, but more than that. Closer to a Lady Dimitrescu kind of vampire, and then you just fucking murder the shit out of Nazis. Oh, yeah, Twizzlight. Arc System Works does Blood Rain, and we've got ourselves a banger. You know what, Varbles? Far Cry 2 did get a lot of hate, and I regret being part of that. It's weird because there are other more punishing immersive sim games in that space. I do think that Far Cry 2's thematics needed a pass. Like, I don't know if giving the main character malaria as a game mechanic was perhaps the wisest of maneuvers, but the brush fires, the checkpoints, there's so much to it. Okay, Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Wait, which one was Curse of Darkness? Like Castlevania. Oh yeah. No, you know what? Curse of Darkness got wailed on way more than it deserved. Okay, but Fred, a vampire of Clan Tzimisce, or Tzimisce, or however you're supposed to say it, versus Nazis, like evil versus more evil. You got yourself a good premise there. You got some Helsing tier nonsense. Like, take the most horrific vampire clan from Vampire the Masquerade and put them against Nazis, right? And Favor 6, I think Milla Jovovich is an incredible actress and she should be allowed to play any role she wants, but let someone have a crack. Let someone else have a crack at the video game characters. Like, share. I know your husband makes all the video game movies, but you share. Bless you, Twizzlight. Sorry. Hecata, bless you. Feel free to use that in any vampire lot that you play. It will never get old and you will not get murdered by the sheriff. Don't even worry about it. In all honesty, I'm going to assume that's a new vampire clan. Back in my day, it were a great big green book with a flower on it, and that were all we needed. They were uphill both ways. You had the Camarilla, and you had the Sabat, and that were it. Oh. Do you know what's interesting, Favor 6? So many people have tried to hit the RTS FPS hybrid, and no one's got the hook to land. I don't think it's an impossible concept, but I'll be fascinated to know if it does work. Like, if someone can really make it work. God, and there's been so many. I often find it interesting that the FPS RTS hybrid never really took hold. But MOBA, as in all the control scheme of an RTS down to a single character, did take hold. I always find that fascinating. And natural selection was fine. Like, it was fun. It definitely suffered from being stuck in that old, like, Steam multiplayer, architecture. And Verdun, I'd still put Brutal Legends, like, stage battles closer to, like, a proto-MOBA, or even, like, closer to, like, Plants vs. Zombies and stuff like that. But at this point, we're moving away from necessarily, like, genre definers and more like vibes. You know. That's the great thing about video games, is that the genres are all made up and the prizes don't matter. God. Twizzlight, I'm gonna have to... I remember the name, I cannot picture it in my noggin. Wait, are we talking about the OG, like, quasi battle chess one. Time travel RTS. Oh, there's no. Oh God. That one was certainly interesting. It is entirely possible. It's entirely possible to create a game that's too clever for your audience. I was a huge Total Annihilation fan, so I never played that back in the day. Because I had definitely already had my fill, like... So Mental Monk, I know that Tyranny sold good, but I think it was I think its marketing did kind of suck. A lot of people were very, very confused as to what it was aiming for. Ah, an Anachronox. There's another one. Give me that fucking... that chest of gold, and we'll do a remake of an Anachronox. We'll rebuild that shit from the ground up. Because, God, that would be so good. I mean, Dustin, I think the chances... I'm pretty sure one of the games we looked at recently was a remake of Bloodwake. Sorry. Yes, that is a great idea, and I like it. I think you might be in luck. I don't think you're going to need to do crimes, is what I'm saying. But yeah, like, I'm not saying this to say, like,
let's go down memory road with our Zimmer frames and talk about old video games to make us feel better.
It's because, like, sometimes there are certain, like, eras of gaming that we were drowning in so many good games that we definitely had that. I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Basically, you remember the scene from The Hunger Games where they are presented with the full spread that the Capitol like has a fucking party, right? There are some eras of gaming where we had that. And so the things that weren't perfect in every way, shape, and form for their era were kind of overlooked, but ended up being very, very influential. Right now, we have a similar buffet in terms of the breadth and depth of the games we have, but we also have this cottage industry of dickheads like me who will go out their way to find the little gems, you know? It's actually annoying me that I don't have time to do a stream of South of Midnight. Because, like, the fuck do I know about, you know... The fuck do I know about that whole sphere of culture? Like, I don't know shit, but I wanna. You know? The closest that I've even gotten to any of that is obviously Hatsune Miku's American Gods. Honestly, some of her finest work. But, like, there's whole swaths of American culture that are wildly overlooked. And that whole team was like, we're going to take that, we're going to make a whole game about it, and we're going to use varied art styles and just gorgeous attention to detail. Exactly, Megaboss, exactly. So Mental Monk, the thing I think about with Overlord was that Overlord was some great premise and some really good like story and world building, but it was an old style of game. You know what I mean? Like back when third-person fixed camera with action controls was kind of like the bread and butter. So Overlord was a counter to the same stuff that everybody else was making. Because you were the bad guy and you had your army of minions. Now, if you haven't played the Overworld games, it's a great one, much like The Darkness, in that you are told from the get-go that you are evil. You are the force of evil and darkness in this world, and that's your jumping off point. And then it is unveiled that, actually, even though you're dressing like, you know, Timu Sauron, and all of your mates are cracked out little goblins, you might actually be the force. You might be a force of change, a force of good, in a stagnant, corrupt, and evil system. The Darkness was just rad as shit. Like, God, maybe we'll spend a day on the Darkness at some point. But so the thing is like, so Mental Monk, I agree with you, but what does a remake of Overlord look like now? Now we have all these tools, we have these different ways of making and telling and showing games. What does it look like, right? And I think that's the interesting thing on that thought exercise. You know? Do you basically make, like, fantasy murder Pikmin? Or do you lean more into the idea that you are the stalking force on the battlefield? And if then, like, do you keep that kind of, like, bright, cartoony counterfeits? Like, what serves the vibes the best? I mean, Verdant, they're covered in tiny barbs. That's science. And, like, I'm not saying this to be like, oh, well, Overworld wasn't actually that good. No, it really was. It was just, it spoke the language at the time, and how do we evolve that language? You know? I think one of the reasons why everybody continues to talk about, for example, Spec Ops: The Line, was that it was so heavily, like, 360 coded. It was so heavily, like, grey-brown, and then used that for subversion. Like, how would you even do that kind of subversion now, right? And now, let's not talk about Spec Ops: The Line too much, but, you know, if we go back to Overlord, like, how do we do the equivocant? Oh. You know what, Orzine? I'd have to soak in Terminal Velocity, because there was something special about it that I've not found elsewhere. Like, Tiny Will binged Terminal Velocity and whatever the other one was, which felt like either a sequel or a prequel but wasn't. It was Terminal Velocity, and then there was... not Descent, although Descent was... Okay, I'm not going to say Descent was good, but I'm glad I played it, because it taught me more about navigating grey room environments than anything. It's fucking Minecraft. Back in my day. Back in my day! Oh, it was Hellbender. Thank you, Orzine. But yeah, so Hellbender and Terminal Velocity, they had a secret sauce, which I haven't been able to, like, distill yet. Like, okay, when it comes to giant robot games, I know why MechWarrior 3 is the superior game, right? I know why it has that better feel to it. And 'twas like, Hellgate London really buckled under an experimental business model that everyone hated. Verdant, that's important. That's important. Tell your cats I know what that means, and also meow. But yeah, like, Hellgate London's each class was a different genre. I thought was fascinating, and if I had to have another crack at Hellgate London, I wouldn't do it as an MMO. I would do it as just a group game, you know. Maybe Orzine, maybe. I mean, and sorry, Orzine was saying that Terminal Velocity and what was it again? It was Hellbender? Yeah, Hellbender. If you never played them, they were early like Starfighter FPS games. Not quite dogfighting classics, not quite God, it's hard to describe now. But there was something about them that just had this spark, and I've played a lot of, like, you know, Starfighter and Jet Fighter games since, and none of them have hit quite as well. Yeah. And Orzine, I think it's something to look into, because I think it's more than thematics. I think it's more than skin deep. There's something special about it. So, for example, the reason why I say MechWarrior 3 is the best of the series is two reasons. Like, one, the idea that you are a special forces mech. Like, it's you and your team of, like, mech techs following behind in this, like, cool truck. That you're kind of scavenging and scrounging equipment in the field. Like, the reason why you don't just have the best stuff ever is because you are behind enemy lines. And the other is that the size and scale of it, because of that, like, you spend a lot of time walking between objectives. You don't know if you're safe, you don't know if you're fine. I really, really love MechWarrior 3. Now, Vern was asking, are there any old games you didn't get to play because they were stateside when you were a kid and wanted to play? Front Mission 4 was released on PS5 US only, and I didn't have a chipped console. Yeah. I think that was the big one. And Dustin, how hot is it where you're at? Because you said you were doing a Warframe kicker today, and that strikes me as a pizza kind of day. But yeah, so Fred, that's that's what we were talking about. We were talking about games that, especially during the era of the angry reviewer and the negative reviewer, that got savage, that were actually either good or like influential, better than, you know. Because like Fred, you and I have talked about the D&D-esque Capcom side-scrolling game with like leveling trees and secret story paths and shit like that. Me and Aperios actually played a totally legit cabinet of that back when Gamers Haven was still kicking around. Yeah, Orzine, I still consider the angry video game nerd to be a symptom rather than a cause. But it definitely set us back. You know. One could argue that basically old Yahtzee Croshaw was our AVGN. Weirdly, less toxic than him, and especially less toxic than, was it, the Nostalgia Critic, but still. the one thing I did come to appreciate was Zero Punctuation as a character rather than as an actual review. But, friends, I would find it exhausting hating video games all fucking week. But that's another story. Okay, yeah, so Dustin, I'm just thinking logistics. Pizza plus Warframe. That seems like the move. And yes, Orzine, Yahtzee actually stopped, made some fucking games, did it himself. And, like, love him or loathe him, that I will respect. I mean, you all know I'm a huge Dan Olsen fan. Like, he's sailed with us a bunch of times, and his videos on the Angry Video Game Nerd and Nostalgia Critic are things that I ruminate on a lot, because both of them hated on cinema and games, and when both of them tried to make movies, it was a fucking disaster. And not a disaster because, like, I don't know, they were disasters because they were chronically, what was it Dan said? They were, like, they lacked the curiosity and the hunger to make art. Yeah, I mean, Devoshi, the performative nature of Zero Punctuation that did tend to swing around to the positive. And look, again, I'm not saying that the guy who plays Yahtzee is great and wonderful and has no flaws. I'm just, we got lucky in video games in that regard. Hell, even fucking Angry Joe. Like, I don't know what he's doing these days. Probably something. But for as fucking incoherent as that guy could be, he loves games. Like, he's not coming at it with anger. He's coming at it with the fervor of the true believer. And I got to hang out with him one time, and, like, it's not a bit. It's not a bit. Anyway. And Devoshi, that's fine. All I know is that he opened a bar in Melbourne with 2 other people, one of whom is a friend of mine. And that friend has told me nothing, not even friendly aid. So I will assume it was a disaster. But what I do know is that, you know, the Yahtzee actually developed video games. He didn't just sit back and go, oh, fuck you, devs. And it was like, you know what, I'm gonna make some games. And like, he got to have his, oh shit, games are hard moment. God. Kaiba, I had to block that channel years ago. Indeed, Orzine, Manabar, it was one of the first advertised gaming bars that hit the nerdosphere. It wasn't the first gaming bar, obviously, but it was one of the first that went out of its way. Like, they would have midnight launches and game sales. A lot of things that became standard practice for gaming bars throughout the 2010s. Verdant Flow, why do you hang out with me when you're clearly funnier? Verdant said, and I quote, I would say that video games are no harder to make than video games. Fuck, we need that on a t-shirt. Video games are no harder to make than video games. Yeah. See, the interesting thing is, while there is an Angry Video Game Nerd video game, it's not made by him. He did not get into the guts of it. It was a third party that got his likeness and made a thing based around his freakouts. Anyway, there's nothing I have to add about those individuals that Dan Olsen hasn't said better. I don't know Yahtzee. I've not met him. And Jeffman Markoffery Danius. I'm annoyed I didn't come up with See, I can't say it now. I'm annoyed I didn't come up with that name first. But thank you for the follow. We're talking about classic game reviewers and nonsense. And they're gone. Good kill, good kill. For a brief second. Oh, actually, Kaimal, we can start marbles now. We can do both. Oh, I feel it's unfair that we say that Nova uses like a... Oh, hang on. I feel it's unfair that we imply that Nova uses like a hammer or a flamethrower. Because that, dear friends, that's what happens when a cannonball hits a regular-sized individual. Like, that wasn't even smoke and boots. It just... Like, Nova, it was weird because they actually put a bit behind it. Right. I got the message here, and it is fucking unhinged bot nonsense. Oh, you know what it is, Jamami? It's like the rocket-propelled stake from Battle Angel, oh, what's it fucking called? Like a crank handle and a jet fires. Wait, no, the jet stake is from Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, but it's the same idea. Divershi... I don't know how to describe what that bot put up. It's kind of like if you took a large magnet and stuck it next to Am from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Like, it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Alita, thank you, Fred. My brain just kind of chunked there. Yeah, you know what, Shaunrus? Let's move on. Let's race some fucking marbles! Oh, also to everybody that sent me their custom fish, they have all been added to the fishing setup, so when Her Royal Highness demands a trundle, we will be ready. And now for something completely different. Again, friends, if you want to customize your marbles, go for it. Like, friends, we played like 41 hours of marbles on stream, so... So I see no qualms in supporting these mother hubbards, you know? That, but I don't know if we race enough to warrant a
update from downtown. Cheesecake Factory caught on fire in kitchen today.
I saw Akira Zero. I saw when I said friends don't let friends go to the Cheesecake Factory. I didn't expect anyone to take it that far, but you know. Okay, Kimball, I'm not laughing at when at the fact that you can't sleep. I didn't mean it thusly. It just made me laugh because I read it like Peter Serafinowicz's like kitchen gun style. Thanks to insomnia, I can stay up all night. Thanks, insomnia. I'm so sorry. It was just what jumped into my head. To someone going away, basically. The Cheesecake Factory is right across from the Seattle Convention Center, or at least the old one. and the sheer number of folks you see stuck outside there waiting for hours to have the most mediocre food of their life. Relu! What and welcome! I just feel sorry for all the melted cheese. It's smoked cheese now, it's fine. First responders report the scene smelled delicious. So Relu, this will make you laugh. So earlier in the week, I got, because I've also been reading. We'll do some Grand Prix. We can put a nice selection of maps together. Obviously, I'm reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm like 3/4 of the way through the Butcher's Masquerade. I'm heading to the aforementioned Masquerade as we speak. And on, what was it? Wednesday night, I didn't really go out. I just sat and kind of read it. So I read the book in the bath, and I read the book in bed. I woke up the next day and my fucking hand was in agony. So I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, did I play too much Rain World? Did I go too hard? No. I spent the entire time holding that fucking hardcover book with one hand, using my thumb as the grasping crux of it. Fucking... Okay. Oh no, did they clear out our explosive run of chaos? Oh, it might be off rotation. No, there we go. We have to start with Castle Siege. That's basically like our warm-up run. I did at Mega Boss, I did. And Dustin, it was actually fucking painful because I woke up and I went to do the stretch and like my thumb and most of my hand were just in agony.
Was arrested yesterday. When asked, police stated he was resisting arrest.
Mental Monk, I'm gonna need to turn you to badge and a gun. I don't know why you've got either of those. Thank you for the bits, friend. Oh. Yeah, Kaibal, it's kind of like you can either be good at video games or good at marbles. Because I'm not good at marbles either. I can't even win my own fucking races. Let's see for some Cosmic Chaos. Feeling... Sorry, Metal Monk, I'll say no more. Let's get Felt by Freen. Yes, that was a Death Spank reference, and no, I will not be apologizing. I think the Temple of Steve, I don't know what that implies, but it sings to me a twisted song. And Vanderbeest, what? Oh, and welcome. Oh, Vanderbeest, I mentioned it earlier, but your custom fish is in the box. The Japan one? Yeah, the dojo's fine. I can throw that in. I almost got a copyright strike because I felt compelled to play the one of the songs from The Matrix, the doom 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 boom. I'm sure you exactly know which one. Favor 6, with Mosh Pit Sim, you can't change the songs. And basically, the bands who gave their songs to it have ended up doing rather well. But their songs are now claimed by music producers or music publishers. So I get copyright strikes for them. So we had to retire it. Yes. There's no way to change the songs that it plays. And Vanderbeest, thank you for filling the pint glass.
I found a Coca-Cola lamp yesterday. I was so delighted.
Bravo! Bravo! Let's go on a marble adventure. Let's I'm trying to pick the stuff we wouldn't usually go for. Devil's Chaos is very us. Yeah, no, Wraith, it was just because, like, the musicians who donated their music just did too good. And the individuals who made Mosh Pit Simulator haven't had the chance to update it. Like, honestly, giving it some kind of, like, music integration setup would be amazing, but... I don't know what Marbles featured is, that looks interesting. And last, but by no means least, Glurg Splashtastic Seaside Adventure. There we go. How's that for a decent Grand Prix? I'm sorry, Mental Monk, like, thank you for the bits. Thank you all. Eraman, that was a huge bunch of bits earlier. I'm amazed you fucking have any left. And yeah. I mean, Wraith, it's kind of like the rock, paper, scissors thing in that it's such an obvious win, but we should do it ourselves, but I haven't done it, you know? Rock, paper, scissors with Twitch would be incredibly powerful, and I do wonder how you could do it. I was actually going to talk to Eric about that, like, next couple days. But yeah, let's start getting our races going. Now remember, if you want to customize your marble, change it, save it, and then add it to. You'll have a minute and a half once I call last orders, and plenty of time. See, you're looking fancy. Wraith, do you need us to, like, kill that link, or...? Oh shit! MDH, happy birthday!
Visit on my birthday. Sounds like a good time for us. Hope all is well.
MDH 64, my favorite classic game. MDH, we have been talking about old influential games and all sorts, and it's been fucking lovely. And I hope your birthday's going fucking splendid. Like, seriously, happy birthday to you, friend. Tell me your tales. Oh, and welcome back, Beef. Beef 13. I don't know why I said it like that. But yeah, you've all got a little bit of time, because I know some peeps were customizing their marbles and shit. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Oh, an MDH, that's good to hear, friend. That's good to hear. Yeah, I don't know why has he forgotten all my cool stuff? Soft boo. But yeah, you are all cordially invited to join. All you need to do is hit exclamation play, and jobs are good. This is a Grand Prix, so it'll be an arbitrary number based on the number of points based on each win and how hard you win it. You know, a totally simple, logical setup. I was like, Rilu, you've got your custom stuff. Grayson, Bacon, Nova, ready in the vehicle. So why are we all dressed like plebeians? Hamsonator with the least aerodynamic marble. But look at this. Look at this plebeian nonsense. Huh. Alright, Shaunarus, watch us fucking win because we haven't customized our marbles. Oh, okay. Do I have to get the fucking marble app on my phone to do this?
Hooray, Bezen money.
Ah, Ragnar, you just stole from Jazzy Jeffy B and gave it to me. That's very cool of you. Thank you. And Ragnar, I hope you've been doing splendid. Well, we're gonna find out, Kyball. If I win this with no customization, then we know that it's been a ploy by Big Marble all along. You're right, Wraith. It's not stealing if it's from a billionaire. It's merely redistribution. Okay. Alright, I'm starting to count down. You have a minute and a half. Again, all you gotta do is hit exclamation play. We got res marbles. But yeah, while the countdown's going. Okay, I accidentally started 2 minutes, so you got plenty of time. But do hit exclamation play, you are all invited to join. Mosh Pit Simulator could be a simple project to put on Steam. And if it's up for like $2, that could be very powerful. Now, the thing that Mosh Pit Simulator did that was very, very good wasn't just like the physics fuckery. It was, if I went on break, I could chain up a message for each winner of each round. So I could like take 5 Steam keys, pre-lock them in, so that whilst I was like looking after the dogs, it would not only run the match and have you all have fun, but it would auto send the person a Steam key. And I thought that was really powerful because, you know, yeah, I'm gonna guess whatever Mosh Pit Simulator is on Steam is just an AI asset flip fuckery. Mosh Pit Simulator. Jesus, $10? Oh. What the fuck? Alright, you know what? I'll show you all after this race. I'll show you all after this race, because... Oh. It's not gonna be sensible. Alright, 20 seconds! Drop those marbles. We got the Pachinko Scrambler. Alright, let's do this. Launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, onward! Alright, I like to slow it down to start with. The Pachinko Scrambler is where heroes are made and legends are crushed. Except for, if you haven't seen this track before, skill has nothing to do with it. My towers of destruction will decide who lives and who dies. But let's see who makes it out of the Pachinko Scrambler first. Oh yes, thank you Nova, yeah. Pixel Maniac's King of the Pit was ours. Sorry, I shouldn't call it Mosh Pit Sim. Alright. The cannonballs are landing. Grayson's making it. Holy fuck! We have a multi-kill off the fucking start. So long, Virals, Kakazi, MDH, Ragnar, Stepagen, Megaboss, me, and Divershi. Moose, Get, Wyson. Holy shit! Multi-kill. Oh, for a second there, Divershi was running. I was winning until they won. With the old Mike's Hard Pass Lemonade. Sorry, Yikes Hard Pass Lemonade. Ah, welcome to the stage of history. explosive barrels, yeeting your friends, Varbles is dead. This is pod racing. I find this is a good way to just fucking mix it up at the beginning. Mental Monk, you can go your own way. Oh, Yeti. Trying the surprising sideways maneuver. In a world of forwards and backwards, one marble dares to go left and right. Zoom. Dice. A frequenter of the first place adventures. Those were a lot of explosive barrels, friend. Bye! J-Post, so long and thanks for the fish. Bookworm, having a little sleepy sleep, having a little hangout. Biff. And just imagine, friends, this is what happens when turtles emerge from their eggs. This is the Beach Rush Turtle Edition, but with more explosives. Go, go, go! See, Wraith, what's the quote? If you're not first, you're... No! Biff's dead! If you're not first, you're last. But in this, it's like... At least if you place, you're not dead. Oh, legend, thread the needle! Yeah! Alright. Caffeine, can you bring it on home? Oh! No! So many dead! Taurus, no! Oh my word! Rest in pepperoni. Kaibo! No! Oh, no survivors. Alright, Twizzlight. There it is. Bring it on home. Someone has to live to tell tale of these marbles past. There we go. Congratulations, Twizzlight. Our first place. But let's be honest, our survivor. Bye, Patch Rabbit. Bye, Dear Raw. Nova! Return to sender. Favor 6 is in. River has deigned us with her presence. Then it's Yeti, Rilu, Bacon Avenger, still alive. Orzine. Bookworm, Dice Goddess. Grayson, Jimami and Puns. Alright, so the rest of you... Alright, here comes the Annihilation line. Oh, no, that's the rafters. Here comes the Annihilation line. You could still make it. Verdant Flow is in. Ark of the Conclave and Mental Monk, I think, are fine. But Vanderbeast, you've got to pick up the pace. Oh, well, Rilu, it's lovely to see you, friend.
To those who go to Borhalla, we salute ye.
Oh, Vanderbeast, come on! Oh! A little bit of a toasty backside there for Vanderbeast, but you did make it. Sorry, River, I get very excited with this. River is very unhappy that I'm being loud. It's fine, it's fine. Alright. Yeah. So out of...
Hey, my marble made it 5th. I'll take it. It's still alive. But as
It is
for me,
still alive.
It's under debate, it seems. D.
Kindball, I thought you had it, and then... Explosion. And by the looks of things, Twizzlight, you just beat Chroma Capybara's local record, so... Let's fucking go. Oh, Dice, that's very... Wait, when you say the cats won't leave you alone, are they like, alright, love me, Snuggles, Snuggles, Snuggles? Or are they doing the whole, like, circling you for attention? Are they doing, like, the whole, you know, Barracuda swim, or... Oh, they're just yelling at you, okay. Okay. And once again, friends, whether you are old, new, or otherwise, it is exclamation play to join us, and you are all cordially invited. The points are made up, and the prizes don't matter. Little piranha whirlpool. Exactly, Bookworm. Exactly. Exclamation boost for hubris. God, what was the quote? Verdenflow, what was the quote again? Was it like, that's the thing about making video games. It's as hard as making video games. Shit, I might need to write that down. See if I can get someone to do us a cool t-shirt for that. The hardest thing about making video games is making a video game. A bookworm, that sounds fucking cool. That does sound legit cool. Sorry, bookworms, so they actually got to feed piranhas. The thing is, you grow up with this idea of what piranhas look like because of like how they're portrayed in media, and when you see them, they're such dopey little flatfish. They just got this tiny like. But the hardest thing about making video games is filling out your Jira tickets. That was it. I'd say video games are no harder to make than video games. Thank you, Verden. Gotta remember that one. Should get like a quote book. At J-Post, if you lot are gonna fuck with me, I need to be able to return the favor. We gotta have that. We're gonna have that give and take. Ragnar says, how does one feed piranhas? Very carefully. It's like feeding a horse. You feed them from the flat of your hand. Alright, starting the timer! Again, everyone is cordially invited. Exclamation play is all you need to jump on in. I find a minute and a half is perfect, just in case of like people who have like lag or shaky internet connections and whatnot. And Ket, I hope you're doing splendid, friend. I don't know if you're doing weeb stuff this weekend. I am popping down for the sober meet this afternoon. I'm not gonna be out late because I'm looking after River at the moment.
Did you hear about the guy who smashed his PC with lightning bolts and a hammer when he lost? He was a Thor loser.
Get out. And then please come back, obviously, but fuck you. Thank you for the 300. That's very kind of you. Alright. We might need to change our soundtrack as we've got 10 seconds and this emotional support 2000s music is not cutting it. Oh, also launching in 3, 2, 1. Have at thee. Here we go. No. There we go. All right. Spin to win, friends. Spin to win. Yeah, how's that for dramatic fucking camera angle? Oh no! Bye, Moose! Bye, DM Raw! Not actually dead, just floating forever. Let's go hang out with Bookworm for a sec. So, Bookworm, take us through your racing techniques. That's fascinating. What got you into the racing mindset in the first place? Apparently it was stopping to have a little kip. Oh, Dustin! From Ninja Slayer to Marble Racer. You know what? It's not the fastest, but that's some fucking clean racing right down there. Taking a gentle pegging.
What was it?
And Patch Rabbit overtakes. Spicer! When being a marble isn't enough, be a marble in a car. Patch Rabbit style. A good run. That was a quick one. Huh. Hey, Bookworm, that actually does sound rad. Sorry, Dice. So your rainbow trail careen off into the night sky. You're part of Alpha Centauri now. Dustin in second. Legend in third. Ket with a cheeky fourth. No one knows how cool we are. Sorry, then we got Ark and Favor 6 and Alna, Verdant, Vanderbeest and Orzine as the rest careen on through. This was a clean little race. We love to see it. Patch Rabbit, look at style in there. Look at that. That was a decent little run. Did we set some records there? Hey, Patch Rabbit, that looks like you beat Commander Thal's record. I don't know if that's best in-house or world record, but like, Patch Rabbit, congrats. Fuck yeah. Look at us setting some fucking records here. Congratulations. So Patch Rabbit, what are you gonna do with this honor? You are now a world record holding marble racer. What will you do? Oh, let's get the next map set up as we get onto the felt. All right, you know the drill. Exclamation play. Get yourself fucking fancy. I'm gonna see about getting marbles on stream on my phone. I mean, what? No. Shut up. I don't need my custom marble. Okay, you know what? That seems like a lot of work. Okay, get your fancy behinds in here! Exclamation play across the board! We are here to set some world fucking records, friends. We've already got one. God damn it. And Wraith, yeah, here we are. I'll be snookering you tonight. Big break! That is a reference that will hit for about 4 of you, and I'm not sorry. It's like Bullseye for snooker. I know I keep saying this, and I know I need to just do it, but at some point, I really, really want to get us together for like a Discord watch party to watch like one of the British darts like championship matches or what have you. Like, I want to find one that will show you the unique bizarrity of it. Is John Virgo even still alive? Ah, well, so Yeti, you can do it in the actual game. It's just on the big races, it doesn't update immediately. Oh, weirdly, Wraith, I feel like I want to say good on him. Yes, but Kimball, I think I only know that because you told me. I was about to go, yeah, I know about this kid who's like this darts legend. God, it's just... You cannot understand how hype a professional darts match gets, and I don't even like darts. He looks 40. That's the secret. We build him old now. Oh yeah, no, Mega Boss. A game about digging a hole is exceptional. Sorry, Dustin immediately wait. Are we discussing Luke the Nuke? Wraith's like, wait, Luke Litter? Alright, so Wraith, Kimball, I don't know how we're gonna do it without both of you, like, fortifying your insomnia. But maybe we need to do, like, a Dart Sunday. We'll just crack a bevy and... Because, like, one of the other servers I frequent does, like, a sumo night. And, like, sumo is fucking cool. It gets real hype. It's not my jam, but I get it. But the American mind can't comprehend how unhinged people get for darts. And that none of the people competing in darts look like any form of professional athlete. Okay, sorry. Let me start the timer! Once again, everyone is welcome to join. Exclamation play to throw yourself in this. Wait, Kimball, are you talking about the one where it's like, can you pass an egg through these little... Oh! Or the one where you have to drop ping pong balls into a moving train? Wait, Kimball, have we already talked about this? Kimball, are you on TikTok? Do we need to be TikTok friends? You know, Alnus, if you put the Dragon Ball Z soundtrack behind professional darts, it's unhingedly hype. I think that's the thing where esports kind of fell down. In the quest for these cool sponsors and whatnot, we forgot that it is just a bunch of dorks being dorks, but the hype should have remained the same. Kimball, I have seen the German Forklift Championship and it's fucking cool. And I have watched some of the Farming Sim esports. 20 seconds! But, God. I got real into the Team Marble Racing during lockdown. Oh, 10 seconds! Hitting the Pachinko Scrambler in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Marbles! And again, I'm gonna slow it down. Slow it down so we get this nice, like, pachinko battle, because sometimes this is where legends are made and lost. Now, Alnus, I also agree with that, and I know it's easier said than done, but for those who don't know, so Marketeer Fred, one of the Longship regulars and a long-standing friend of mine, worked on Legend of the Five Rings, and that was a Magic the Gathering competitor. But it had a hook. And the hook was this. Competitive play would affect the narrative. Alright, let's pick up the pace. Kakazi's taking it out first. But not through the scrambler. Oof. Oof, Kakazi. Mixed up like a daiquiri. DM Raw. Fucking pedal to the metal, let's go. no, Chaunerus, I think we're on, like, race 3? Oh, DM Raw and Ragnar. Duel of Fates, let's go! Man, through the scramble like it's nothing. Oh, wait, no, I spoke too soon! J-Post with no hesitation. Patch Rabbit and Grayson coming to the fancy filter. The reverse Dice Tower Scrambler. We're just hanging out at the top. You can see where Patch Rabbit was parked. Grayson? Aerodynamic? No. Stylish? Fuck yes. Zooming away. Oh. Though, not the first person to fall afoul of a quick pegging. Oh, the momentum is lost. It's still anybody's. We've got the scrambler. Oh, Dustin threw it like it's no big deal. But J-Post out of nowhere. Damn. Not cocktail sticks, not a swift pegging could stop them. J-Post followed by Dustin, Grayson, Alnus, Patch Rabbit, Nova, Ragnar, Meowkity, Sakura, DM Raw, and Varbles. So yeah, no, Yeti, Legend of the Five Rings was like a fictional world that combined a bunch of different like mythologies and histories and whatnot. But the hook was that whoever won a tournament could affect the overall story, and that certain events that happened within the game were written into the narrative, i.e. there was one guy who managed to place in a tournament using a very, very ridiculously funny technique. And he was not only added as a card, but his like clan was canonified. Canonified? Let's go with canonified. Oh, Verdant, it's not looking good. I'm sorry, the Annihilation line. But well done, J-Post. And I thought that was a really cool idea. Now, it's easier said than done, and when you're adding to a CCG, there's a different series of problems than like adding to a video game. But I do think that competitive play affecting narrative would be a good way of rewarding players, you know? Oh, so Fred says one of their favorite examples was at a player event, possibly at Gen Con. One player had a nasty fall and banged their head in the early rounds. He went to hospital, got bandaged up, and then came back to finish the event. I'm fucking good on him, that's hard as nails. He got a personalized card, and the art indeed had a giant head bandage. That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. That apparently that guy's the card based on him can die, but he comes back no matter what. That's fucking cool. All right, exclamation play. I have not done this one at all, so who knows? Damn, Yeti, coming in from like the fucking great beyond. The Grim Pixel. Oh, Jesus. Vanderbeast, do you have like a fucking tournament rank? Cat, do you have a tournament rank? Did I push a button?
Free.
I'm not against it. Why don't I have a rank? Yeah, Mega Boss is gonna get real chilly. It's gonna get real chilly. Dustin, I'll pop right on round for a slice of pizza. I have no idea what the number is next to your name then. Also, the person who holds the current world record on this map is called Miss Stretchin instead of Miss Gretchen. I know what they're doing. I'm impressed. And Captain Steph, Watto, and welcome. Come on in, friend. Come on in. Okay. That could, you know what, Ragnar? That could be. Okay. Sorry, just making sure I'm not like waiting on any DMs or anything. Right. Yeah, so friends, jumping in. I think the interesting thing for anything that allows players to affect the canon is either finding a way to yes-and it, or finding a way to decide like what elements are chosen. See, I think the Legend of the Five Ring things worked just because I don't think it was overly known outside of the core community that these things affected it. So like there was less chance for like a Furious Fapple situation. But like, it was only the tournament victories that were, I wouldn't say guaranteed, but as Fred explained it to me, that you had to win to get like a scroll of effect story. The man, the myth, the legend, Sir Frederick Durstington. You know, he's been rolling quite a lot. Because, like, how do you get a Blaze Ball? How do you get a Blackout Club without getting a Furious Fapple? Sorry, for those who don't know. I'm gonna start the timer. You got a minute and a half, exclamation play. Everyone is welcome to join in. We're in the Temple of Steve. So the Furious Fapple incident. Pop this over here. The Furious Fapple incident was Mountain Dew hosted a contest where they put it up to a public vote as to what their new apple flavor was going to be. Oh, Fred, have a lovely rest of your weekend, friend. Anyway, the top 3 winning suggestions were awful. And it was, I don't know if this is the order, but it was Furious Fapple, Gushing Granny, and Hitler Did Nothing Wrong were the top 3 entries. Suffice it to say, Boaty McBoatface, way better than they could have gotten. Because once you introduce the idea that users can affect the area, there's a non-zero chance they'll try and game the system for the lols. Yes, mine. I mean, it comes from classic internet. And Kev was saying, at various times there are other few ways besides tournaments where players could collectively affect the story. Fascinating. But like, if we go, 10 seconds! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, parkour! Oh, let's follow Ket with a fancy 420 Blaze It ranking. Because that is what I always say about Ket. It's the one, you know, Ket who blazes it. You know, Blaze It 420. Yeah, I mean, Ket, next time we've got Fred for a bit longer, I'll ask for a bit more of the stories, because there's more that I've forgotten. But, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, like, with Blaze Ball, the community worked out how to break the game. And they used this to hilarious degree. Oh shit, favor 6. Zooming ahead, let's fucking go. So what the team did on Blaze Ball was go, okay, we'll let you break the game, but there will be consequences. And the story of Jaden Hotdog Fingers, where I'm giving you the cliff notes rather than the specifics, but Jaden Hotdog Fingers was a Seattle pitcher who died. The players worked out basically how to resurrect her using the systems they had, right? And it was technically an exploit, right? And so rather than like patch it, rather than say like, no, you can't do that, they were like, all right, you've worked out how to bring a character back from the dead. Now it's time for the consequences of that. And when Jaden came back, she was a fucking stone cold killer. Like, she was murdering people left, right, and center. She came back from the dead broken. And holy shit, Wraith! What are you doing all the way out here? Fucking wild. Alright. I'm trying to wreck everything I touch, crush it in my clutch. Oh no! Oh, you might be okay, Wraith, but there's gonna be a lot of death. No! Alright. Here we have. May your marbles be weighed on the scales of fuckery. Virals gets it! Jamami, favor 6. Dustin. If I don't call out your name, you hate shit. Kindball, Vanderbeast, Kakazi, Puns, me, and Wolfcrad. The rest of you will be sorted into the living and the dead. Hubris, thy name is Wrath. Alright, well, Catastros, it's always lovely to see you, friend. I hope you're doing splendid. I'll be doing splendid. Cheers to you. Let's see who made it. Oh. Oh shit. Alright, if I don't call out your name, you died horribly in the void. Okay, so Virals, Jamami, Favor6, Dustin, Kimball, Vanderbeasts, Kakazi, Punspector, me, Wolfcrad, Ragnar Steiner, Ket, Moose, DM Rule, and Raven Daydreaming. Not dead, Bacon. Stop telling people you're dead. You died in the void. I was born into it. Alright, Kung Fu Dojo! Now, I have it on very good authority that everyone was Kung Fu fighting. This has not been mathematically proven yet, but I believe the hypothesis. And just in case anybody has popped on in, exclamation play. The points are made up and the prizes don't matter, but the glory of marble racing. Also, I've worked out what the numbers are. If you're in the top 1,000, you get a marble rank next to your name. Wraith, I haven't read that scientific paper on whether or not they are fast as lightning, but I did see that the slow-mo guys did a video. So, you know, were they Kung Fu fighting? Were they fast as lightning? Let's find out at 40,000 frames a second. Yeah, Kakazi, point to the person who wasn't Kung Fu fighting. It's a trick question. They were all Kung Fu fighting. Some of them may not have been aware that they were. That's fine. Still counts. Oh, no one knows how cool we are. I mean, Wraith, it's alright. Saturday's alright for fighting. Ragnar, legally I can neither confirm nor deny if they had the Eye of the Tiger on account of like endangered species list. But it is heavily implied. It's the thrill of the fight. No one knows how cool we are! They're the snails. Yeah, that's a good question, Kakazi. If you don't remember whether or not you were Kung Fu fighting, you have to ask yourself, could it have been drunken Kung Fu? Were you Kung Fu and you didn't know it? Kimball. That was nearly coffee out my nose. Kimball said, well, given that we can't see them fighting as fast as lightning with our eyes, we'll just have to trust them. Or we'll get stabbed. Was it as fast as lightning? Yeah, I guess it was. I'm not really a scientist, and judging the speed of lightning is beyond my comprehension, but I'm gonna say yes. You're bloody right. Alnus, like, I don't want to entertain conspiracy theories here on the Longship, but you are implying that not everyone was Kung Fu fighting. And like, if we can't believe that everyone was Kung Fu fighting, what can we believe in? Why has no one stopped me? Why have I not been stopped? If we can't believe that everyone was Kung Fu fighting, then what's it all been for? Please hit exclamation play. Let's get this race going. Do not leave me to my own devices. This will only get worse. Kakazi, did you not get the newsletter about don't encourage Will? Oh shit, Jackie Foxbart, are you still chilling and illing? I must have been laughing at my own joke too hard. I didn't see your other gifted sub. Now, I don't know who Wes Borland is, but I will assume that the gentleman is vaguely related to Sir Frederick Durst. Can I take that? Yes, Captain Steph. That is in fact Kung Fu fighting. As everyone riffs with me. Rate's like, if there's a 1% chance 30 seconds! That anyone was kung fu fighting, then we have to take it as 100% chance that everyone was kung fu fighting. However, as Old Guy in Hawaii says, if everyone was kung fu fighting as fast as lightning, and we can't see lightning and we can't see anyone. Oh, okay, so you're saying if the kung fu fighting can't be observed, then it disproves the theorem that everyone was kung fu fighting. Whereas we're operating from the scientific principle that the lack of non-kung fu fighting equals kung fu fighting. Ah! The guitarist from Limp Bizkit. No, Wolf! Alright, we're gonna follow Raven, and we're gonna slow it way down, because Wolf wanted a shark fact. But Kimball, if you could kung fu fight as fast as light, would you... Oh, sorry, as fast as lightning, which I believe is still slower than the speed of light, but... would you be able to remember? You know, in the same way that, you know, in scenes of great danger, your body can activate adrenaline to push you beyond your strength. In the event that everyone was kung fu fighting, could your body respond in a kung fu fighting way? And would you remember it? These are the important questions that science has not fucking answered. We will. Shouldn't enable me. The brown band shark is a type of carpet shark. Carpet shark. It sometimes ventures into harbours and is common on reefs. It can survive underwater for 12 hours stranded at low tide. Thanks, I hate it. Oh, actually, I might have read that one, so... Wolf, you get... Wobblegongs lie half buried in the sand, camouflaged by their speckled colours. Their front teeth are sharp and dagger-like. If food is scarce, these sharks are able to climb out of water? I didn't need to know that! Everyone was kung fu fighting. Yeah, a silly name for a shark that can get out of the water if it doesn't like you. Vanderbeest, thank you for filling the pint glass. All right, Captain Steph, hold this lead. Let's pick up the pace. Whee! Wait, how did Wolf actually just boost? What was that swap? What just happened? What just happened? You all saw that, right? Maybe we need to start drug testing the fucking marbles. Ah, viral sneaking past. Captain Steph, do not be denied. Do not be denied. Oh no! Oh, look at this handsome fellow. Everyone is getting themselves mixed up and all around the way. It does look like... Oh shit, Dustin snuck past Virals? He's not even supposed to be here today. Okay, so... no. While everyone may have been kung fu fighting, that doesn't mean they were doing it well. As Dustin is battered by the training discombobulator. Virals, however, handles the martial arts training with ease and grace. Even avoids a violent pegging. Nothing but the downstairs to victory. And there we go. Virals takes it. Followed by the mental monk. This is cool, we get to see everyone coming down the stairs. Yeti! Bubbles! DM Raw! General! Me! Hey up, Pons! Hey up, our Pons Spectre! Vanderbeest looking stylish. And then Wolf, Captain Steph Dice Goddess, and the rest of the squad. Let's see how this lot are doing. A few knockouts. Okay, there was genuinely a little pop-up that said that somebody got a boost, and I want to know how that worked. Oh, you know, Viral's kind of wasn't winning, but definitely flexing. Your marble did live, but at what cost? And Hamsternator, how are you doing? If I don't read out your name, you died horribly. So, it was Virals, then Mental Monk, Yeti, Varbles, DM Raw, Ketteral, me, Pun Spectre, Vanderbeast, Wolf, Captain Steph, Megaboss, Dice Goddess, Martin, Clank, J-Post, Wraith, Jackie, Foxbutt. The rest of you, very dead. Very dead. Alright, you know the drill. Okay, so what is the boost? What is the switch? Oh, yes, Kakashi, yeah, we got the answer to that, didn't we? Because we were trying to work out why sometimes marbles stalled and switched and things. So they added kind of like a random element to it. We'll probably see that more pronounced in our like long Grand Prix next time we do one. Okay. I did not admit Bacon is dead. Bacon's marble did not make it through the trials and tribulations of this adventure. Oh, we cool. Aeon, have you picked your piece of wood? For those who don't know, Aeon had take down a tree in their, I believe, backyard, and it was one of those gorgeous wood trees, and has created more wood than they know what to do with, which is, some would say, a lovely problem to have. But I'm always one of those people that the idea of doing woodwork is always far more appealing than actually doing it. Self-care costs money, it's funny. Can't take shit from me. I'm too strong now, but better change shit on me. Career long now. If you want it, just ask for it. Okay. Exclamation play, you lovely mother hubbards. We got 3 more races. Yeah, race. Like stinging trees. Yeah. Cheeks at least 5 times DSM undiagnosed, so listen up. Let the short king speak, my eyeline may be out of sight. It is nice now that it actually has a pop-up that shows you when stuff happens. So like, next time we have like a big run of Grand Prix, we'll have a little pop-up to see who got stalled, who got boosted. It's weird though. It is weird how the long marble Grand Prix get real fucking intense. Like, this is fun, don't get me wrong, but okay, sorry about that. Just making sure there's nothing to be dealing with. It struck me that I'm going to need to somehow feed myself, walk and feed Dag, and get to sober. It struck me there are multiple things I will need to achieve to reach my goals today. Shocking, I know. Goals require effort. More on this story at 11. Alright, start the countdown! Exclamation play for all who are competing. Kind of curious to see how this first scramble is going to work, so I'm going to slow this right down once it kicks off. So Quasi, something struck me during my my Gundam chaos, in that sometimes when you acquire like a model kit or like minis or even like a block of wood, it is providing you with hope, an idea an entirely possible one at that. Like, maybe this will be the one you do, or when you've got that time. And I know that's very, very pro-capitalism of me, but I don't know. You know, acquiring a book that inspires you. I don't know. Oh, you just like buying books? That's cool too. In the 1970s, New York graffiti... But like, I had House of Leaves for fucking ages before I read it. And now I've become insufferable when it comes to talking about House of Leaves. So, you know, it is always possible.
Now there is a vast commercial organization. Machines touch.
Yeah, the muse has got to be there. Okay. Alright. Here we go, friends. Coming up on 10 seconds. Ah!
Now I want you to listen to these sounds.
Okay, kick it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Los Mobales! Now we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna slow it way down. We're going for that red line Gundam Thunderbolt jazz drum solo of chaos. Because I'm curious as to how this scrambler is going to affect everybody. I think everyone's going to get fucking whiplash. No! Aside from poor Varials, who has been relegated to the back of the pack. Like, oh, what the shit? I think Tamami just exploded! Landmines! Alright, we gotta pick up the pace here, because there is gonna be explosions. Bye, Aeon. Alright, DM Raw, you gotta lead this, because a lot of people just fucking died. And I don't know what got them. I think a lot of people just died. Okay, there are mines on the field. Repeat, there are mines on the field. No! DM Raw! Into the great beyond. Oh! Alright, Caffeine. It's not about winning. It's not about losing. It's about surviving. This is the Squid Games of marbles. Except the prize is living. Oh shit! Friends, Patch Rabbit just fucking yoked themselves right ahead of the pack. Once again, friends, this isn't going to be about who's the best and who's the fastest. It's who's the sturdiest. A million poor bastards been careened. Oh, Caffeine! Making me fucking nervous there. Have been careened off. I think Patch Rabbit didn't make it. Alright, Caffeine, slow and steady. Just don't hit the trapdoor. Just don't do it. Don't hit the trapdoor. Don't do it! Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, here we go. All you gotta do is just... Oh. All you gotta do is just... There we go! Made it to the finish. So much death. We're down to the last 4 marbles. Only 4 people out of 37 made it. What a massacre. Well, that was your first mistake, Wraith. You looked away. In the world of marble racing, that's a kiss of death. I totally just made that up. The only competitively ranked player being Favor 6. If I don't call out your name, you're dead. Caffeine, Quasimoto, Raven Daydreaming, and Favor 6. There are no more announcements. It's a real fucking short list. So from the Marvel Adventure, the Adventurer's Death, to the Devil's Canyon, I guess. I assume based on how the last map was, the Devil's Canyon is just going to be a cheeky chortle of chaos.
He died. He died. He died. It's the dark room in Marvel 4.
I guess it kind of was. It did have a dark room vibe. God, this map is incredibly dark. I can't see what's going on. So, exclamation play, get your marbles in there. The points are made up, the prizes don't matter. Welcome to Marble Racing! Los Mobales. which is Spanish for I don't know Spanish. Brad Starr, what and welcome. Yeah. Oh.
Will there be lettuce in the Devil's Canyon?
Savannah Beast, there can be, but I'm gonna level with you. There probably shouldn't. Like, I will definitely not make it to sober on the Devil's Lettuce, let me tell you that. Oh shit! Jesus. Sorry, Vanderbeest. As one of the longest staying proponents of House Order, that's a lot of bits. I know it's been 7 years, but that's a lot of bits. Seriously, thank you. Alright? You know. I love the fact that we get to do this, and that all of you lot were like, okay, you know, we can't do Monster Hunter, at least we can do Marble Racing. I'm sorry my hands gave up the ghost. Well, Mega Boss, so long as there's no spoilers on that one, friend. Okay, cool. You'll probably want to throw it into, like, Memosphere or something. Yeah, I know. And Dice, like, you're a professional artist. I know you get this. It seems so counterintuitive. And especially if the thing you do for your profession is also something you fucking love. You know? Yeah, well, and you know what, Kimball? I think that's probably the other reason why I'm being careful is because, like, I've still got River for at least like a couple more days, right? At least. And I need to be able to look after her. Like, if my hands stop working, I can't look after the dog, and then I'm fucked. Ooh. Sorry, I was like, holy shit, glad you were okay from that one. And then Ragnar's gonna be like, who needs hands anyway? What are they good for? Doing stuff?
ACDC's greatest hits, I wreck functions for fun. If chaos ain't constant, then I shake like an Elon fan in space with no oxygen. In your time with base to blast your head to make jelly. Then I rest with the dead, lose flesh, become skelly.
Sorry, bear with me just a second, I do apologise. Okay, and there we go. Right, you beautiful mother hubbards. Is there anybody else? It's very dark. So hopefully, once we start like hitting the here, we'll be able to work it out. But fuck it, maybe we'll just follow a random marble down a scrambler. At least we can see something from up here. Huh. Dice, fascinating. Like, I've definitely... I've told you all this story like 8,000 times. I got into that. I was playing Sniper Elite and I was playing Neon White and I was writing emails and all of that. And I was just like, the backs of my hands were ready to divorce me. It was a bad time. It's a bad time. And yeah, 20 seconds! Just hit exclamation play if you want to join us. And jobs are good. Here we go, friends. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scrundle. All right, we're gonna follow Caffeine's descent. A tiny jet fighter of chaos. Sorry, Ragnar said, fun fact, leeches work great on inflamed carpal tunnels. Are you, in fact, secretly a gigantic leech? Not metaphorically, I mean physically, like... Oh, no, do you know what would really help you? Letting leeches get on those hands of yours. I happen to know someone. Purely coincidental. Caffeine's doing sick tricks. Wait a second! I'm in first? Let's fucking go! Bacon. Bacon, don't you do me dirty. Don't you do it! I've been telling everyone you're alive! Ah, you did me dirty. Although, yeah, you might be giving me a little push. Thank you, Yeti. And also looking styling. No, this is not looking good for our hero, me. Let's have a look at the actual potential winners. Of course, it's J-Post. Okay, a lot of things just happened. We had some swaps, some ices, some stall-outs. But J-Post ready to bring the thunder, let's go. That's the only rule of marbles, is the streamer can never win. Brad Starr has gone to the great beyond. Oh. Oh, these little guys look mean. Oh. Smooth through them, J-Post, like there's no tomorrow. Oh. But don't whisper in my ear like the yin yangs. We're on the same page the way we see things, and I won't let it hang. All right, into the gobbling snake. Which way will it spit J-Post out? Let's find out together. Sorry, Ray said, no, the streamer can win, just not you. Wow. Wow. Can't believe you've done this. All right, Bacon and J-Post. Hadouken! Oh, we're on mini putt-putt rules here. Oh, Bacon and J-Post. Rumbly bumblies. Oh, there's still so much more course to go. Alright, J-Post with a super spinny spin. I think Bacon and Squad are going to another scrambler. Oh, look, Kenneral's coming to hang out. What's up? Bacon's not dead. Bacon's not dead. This track with J-Post's like slow spin is very entertaining, but we do need to follow Clank because that's a fucking slam dunk. No! Sorry, Clank. Oh, Wolf. Getting there, getting there. Although Quasi with the lob arc. Alright, let's head over to the finish line because this could go any which way. It could be Wolf. It could be Wolf. The scrambler's there, but there's the possibility of J-Post with a lob shot. Oh, okay, I think it's Wolves. Oh, there you go. All right, now let's see who comes out of Scrambler. We got Quasi, we got Kakazi, Ark of the Conclave. Let's see what else we get. Raven, lovely to see you. Hamsternator. You know what, Hamster, have you noticed that your giraffe is way better for Grand Prix short races than competitive, like, long maps? For the short obstacle course rather than the long race. I do wonder. All right, now the question is, can the rest of the squad make it back before the annihilation line wipes them all? There's only one way to find out. Oh, That Annihilation line is merciless. Oh yeah, like, sorry, Wraith, like, one, I am sorry that that's the Glaswegian voice I adopted, but, like, I keep forgetting his people name, but the gentleman who played, fictional detective inspector Tam McLeish is incredibly clever, incredibly funny, did that brilliant write-up about how wonderful, Terry Pratchett is, and it is one of those, like, people who's just naturally upsettingly funny. He popped in once on a stream and I didn't know what to do. He hasn't been back since. Hasn't been back since. Okay, if I don't read out your name, then you were claimed by the chaotic fires of where the fuck we were just hanging out. So first place was Wolf, followed by Quasi, Kakazi, Ark of the Conclave, Raven, Hamsternator, Wraith, Ragnar, DM Raw, Eon, Punspector, J-Post, Caffeine, The Mental Monk, Rebels Without Applause, Ketterel, Dustin, Kimball, and Favor 6. You'll notice that I also am not there. But yeah, the whole thing about Keeley and fucking Pacta, like, I could never come up with something that funny. And, like, I had to survive the whole Pacta era of games analysis. Oh, sorry, for those who don't know, what was it? I forget his fucking first name now. He was just so he was a money bloke, and he got famous in games for being, like, the games industry analyst. But all he would do was say obvious things loudly, and everyone would be like, oh my god, yes! He'd be like, hey, here's my industry analysis. GTA 4 will sell good, and everyone's like, well done! Oh my god, Pacta, you fucking genius! It's like, fuck off. But because there was no one else in the space, and all the actual analytical companies didn't advertise because they kept all of their... Oh, sorry, River. I was just cheering this. Because all of the analytical companies kept their cards really close to their chest because they were selling their data. You know, like their industry stuff. I mean, Wraith is the one... What's the fucking quote? Thursday nights when me and Keeley get rat-arsed and watch Kathleen Turner. Oh, Michael. Michael Pacta, that was it. Keeley, you rat-ass little shit. Oh, Michael. You've got gout on your foot again. And that's the thing. Like, Wraith, how do you describe, like, UK council estate nonsense as filtered through the lens of Jeff Keighley and Michael Pacta living together in a semi-detached council estate? You can't. Was the one about Keeley stealing Patch's tramadol. It's so good. God, there's another one. And the other one being some of the early stuff that he did for the brilliantly created, terribly named Game Wank. We did some of the brilliant ones like, sometimes you got a game with a banging soundtrack, like, oh, what was it? Fucking hell. Sorry, this is like Will describes meme to you that's like over a decade old. Hey, you, I don't like your bird, mate. No way, I think she is a cow, man. I sing that to myself all the time. Yeah, there's a bunch of those, and oh, that, and I think it was after the move on, but the Scots rail to the tune of DuckTales. This joke won't travel far. Jim Tresina. He is a writer, I believe he's at Eurogamer these days, but it was at VG247. And he was part of the video gamer golden era that brought us Matt Lees, Bratters, what's his name, wrestling guy, like a whole bunch of great careers were started at Video Gamer. Yeah, well, and Wraith, that was the thing I really appreciated, was like using your own like cultural touchstones regardless of whether people get it. You know, treating people with the intellectual respect that they're gonna get it through context clues, or it's just gonna be fucking funny. Anyway, yeah, Jim's one of those people who's incredibly funny and annoyingly incredibly talented and an excellent writer. All I've got is occasionally a silly looking face. Alright, let's get that timer started! But yeah, the fucking Pacta and Keeley skits continue to make me laugh. I'm actually on one of them. Yeah. Well, and Wraith, everybody underestimated Bratters because he had such a baby face, and that's how he was able to kind of get his teeth into investigative journalism. He was also one of the few people on the British circuit who knew PC games well. So, like, we worked with him loads for, like, Total War and shit, because he actually had played Total War. We always used to suffer from people reviewing Total War who've never played an RTS game. That doesn't happen anymore, but it used to. Simon Miller, who's now an actual wrestler, that was who I was trying to think of. And I forget the other guy who kind of looked like an underground coke dealer. He went into games PR and he's violently good at it. Really good bloke, despite looking like he's trying to sell you a kilo of Colombian finest. But that's another story. All right, 20 seconds! Sorry, and then me and Wraith just talking about video gamer old days. 10 seconds! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Now, I have no idea what this brush scrambler is going to do to you all, and I'm interested to find out. Oh, that was kind of cool. Oh, this is high speed. Mega Boss. Taking it through the big jump. Let's go. Got ourselves some good old... Oh, that's a lot of death. That's a lot of death. Mega Boss has stalled little and Arrow Griffin has not. So lead by the ghostly spectre of Bacon Avenger. In the background, I just see people getting yoked into the great beyond. Nuh-uh! I'm totally still in the runnings, Jimami. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm just a little bit yoked. All right, Arrow. Bumping it down the stairs. Ourselves the old classic mixer, the money mixer. As the Beastie Boys once said, money making, money making. Look super disco breaking. And Twizzlight, I've never ever consumed illegal substances in my life, but every person I've met who looks like a cocaine dealer, usually not at all. Okay, those hammers are fucking terrifying. So Arrow, good luck. Let's see how this plays out, shall we? Ooh! Arrow in favor 6, neatly avoiding the yeetage. Alright, congratulations, favor 6 and Arrow. Let's see if anyone gets yoked to the belote. It's a strong chance for yeetage. You okay, River? Oh, let me help the big girl. It's okay, big girl.
I got you. There you go. There you go.
There you go, big girl. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like anyone got twatted by the hammers, so it's just regular death. Oh no! Virus is gone! Oh shit! Oh, and somebody just got sent off into space the weird way. Oh, did Shaunus get yeeted as well? Okay, I missed that when I was putting River down. Okay. Alright, we've got Glurg's Splash Tactic Sea Ventures.
Hey, big girl.
Okay. We're gonna finish this up. I'm gonna put on the fishing simulator, because I am gonna need to take River down, and I wanna hang out with you all just a little bit more before I call it for the day. I don't think we'll have much more time for marble racing, so let's make this the one that fucking counts, friend. Like, just fucking do this, alright? But okay, seriously, friends, do hit exclamation play. I'm gonna start the countdown timer now. You have 1 minute 30 seconds to add, alright? I'm sorry to rush you all, but River just gave me the look of, I need to go piss.
We can do this. Yeah. Sorry, we're going in just a sec.
And don't worry, she is gonna get spoiled.
Adjust my aim by degrees. I see you breaking the rules before you know what they be. I'll see you taking for rides while I am giving the keys, because success loves to hide, but failure wants to be seen. But I won't give it the pleasure. I'm rising measure by measure. I'm making money by measure.
Anybody that doesn't use the shark as a cube.
Oh, Ragnar says hi.
It's okay.
Yeah, bring the thunder, friends. I'm gonna somehow make all these different moving parts work. Wraith, I went downstairs to get myself a coffee, got talking to my neighbors, and when I came back up, like, Cleo had moved her little mini hutch towards the food, so she could lie there and occasionally just be like, what? Oh yeah, nim 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 nim. Okay, cool, back to sleep. They are living, friends, they are living. Alright, 15 seconds! Ah! Alright, kicking off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, onward! Alright, and the teams have been broken down. Orange, purple, green, and blue. Blue is this horrifying fucking bastard. Orange gets diddled by the tentacles. Purple gets the mushrooms, and green gets ignored. Let's see which team is coming out first. It's super hard to follow like the winners on this one, so.
People come up to me on the street and they say, hey.
Quasi says I've done this exact same race at water parks dozens of times. I keep thinking of the Always Sunny bit where the water isn't running but Frank slides down anyway. That will haunt me until I die. Oh shit! Team Purple is currently winning, and it's looking like Brad is leading the fucking pack.
I have a very talented mouth, and I can do it on my phone.
No, I take that back. Brad was snoozing.
No.
Is that Ket? Is this play about us? No, Kakazi bringing it home. Well done. Brad, it was a good innings though. It was a good innings. I don't know why your marble just suddenly went, nah, I'm good. You did survive. Aside from the annihilation line, I think... No, Quasi, no! Run, Quasi, run! No! Come on, the finish line's right there. You can make it. You can make it, buddy. It's almost there. You can do it. I believe in you. Yay! Oh, Dice, Kaimball, Arrow, Moose. Sorry, you're just gonna get cooked. I don't make the rules. And there we go! Kakazi with a terror from the deep. Okay. I'm gonna have to speed to showing you the top 3, friends. So, let's see. Here we go! Here we go. So, friends, Longshipians, marble professionals, and please refund that shark fact because I'm gonna need to get River out. Okay, here we go. In third place, the Legend of Mordad, a clean marble for a clean race. In second place, Dust in Your Eyes, Ninja by day, marble racer by night, maybe the other way around. And in grand first, with points that neither mattered and prizes that are non-existent, we have Patch Rabbit. Fucking yes! Legend, Dustin. Maybe get you a car next time instead of rolling like a nerd.
We all know who the real winner is here, K-Pike Shark 2.
We do, Zeke. We do, and it's haunting. Cosmetics are paid to win. Oh, and Zeke, thank you for 33 months. I hope you're doing good. I need to take River out very briefly, but we're going to be switching it over. We're going to be switching it over to some fishing. Okay. Because I need to have a spot of food and stuff, so let's do some fishing. Let's have a natter before I have to rush off to the sober meat. Okay. All right, hang on. Let me. I don't want to build a map. All right, you lovely Mother Hubbards. Gotta remember to customize my marble next time. So there are multiple new fish in. All right. You know the rules, friends. Whoever catches the biggest and bestest of fishes will be able to add a custom fish all their own. All right. I got smooth jams. Oh. Hang on. There we go. Now you all can see the messages and shit. All right. So, friends, I'm just gonna get River out for a quick tinkle, and then let's fucking go. Well, sorry. I have a lot of energy in my system. We're gonna do some fishing. We're gonna hang out and have a natter before I head off to go socialize and soberize. No, that's a fucking lie. But guess who was smart and pre-made a whole fucking thing of pasta like a legend? Alright, I'll be back in just a sec, friends. Enjoy. Fish well.
Hold your butts. It's time for Jet Set Classic. This track ain't seen the light of day in close to 30 years. Once I dust it off a little, I'm gonna let her rip, so listen up.
Don't involve ganja, booze, or beer. Party favors after shows. Dressing rooms full of those. Players looking to propose a toast. Nope, I've been around the world, but like my bedroom the most. So you know I won't go away. I got the golden voice even if ventriloquists couldn't throw away. I need understanding, my presence is demanded. Buy some merch and maybe I can spin it on a stand-in. One mellow, cause the two is seeing double after about 3 drinks. So before I get into trouble, slap you 5 and grab a taxi. Don't even have to ask me if I'm tired, y'all stay wide like old telephones. I need my time alone in my home. Create my zone, prone, cuddling with an old movie on, and I'm gone. So if you're calling me to come back to the streets and get freaks, please, I ain't even trying to get 24-hour party, people don't sleep, don't drink, don't eat like we do. I leave you be if you let me be too, but I can't see you when you need to. Get in trouble, you just wanna get in trouble. Do the hustle, everybody do the hustle. Get in trouble, you just love to get in trouble. Do the hustle, everybody do the hustle. You gotta understand, I wish I could live like you, but I can't be a man. Got bad intuition, just understand. You know I really like you, but I must have a plan. Don't thrive on inhibition. My oh my, it's 3:04, and partner, why oh why are you calling me for? I thought I was understood. I'm so good on that club shit. Don't care how the club's lit. I just make the club hits, spitting on the introverted tip. Flex that I don't return texts and I don't throw fits. It is said, it is written like your name on an every night check for the beers and tips. My tips are reaching out. I want my own apartment. My life is halfway over, and it ain't even started. My new rap name is Young Tragedy. This ain't the way it had to be. I'm plotting on a magic seed. Please intercede if you see people stopping me, asking how do I make the sound of giving me demo CDs, trying to get me to smoke weed and watch their TVs. Can we have all interactions through email, please? 24-hour party people. Don't sleep, don't drink, don't eat like we do. I'll leave you be if you leave me be too, but I can't see you when you need to. Get in trouble, you just wanna get in trouble. Do the hustle, everybody do the hustle. Get in trouble, you just love to get in trouble. Do the hustle, everybody do the hustle. You gotta understand, I wish I could live like you, but I can't be a man. Got bad intuition, just understand. You know I really like you, but I must have a plan. Don't thrive on inhibition. Body people wanna dance with me, like they know there's no chance for me. Oh, please don't let it stop when they don't know what I'm not. Body people wanna dance with me, like they know there's no chance for me. Oh, please don't let it stop when they don't know what I'm not. Body people wanna dance with me, like they know there's no chance for me. Oh, please don't let it stop when they don't know what I'm not. Body people wanna dance with me, like they know there's no chance for me. Oh, please don't let it stop when they don't know what I'm not.
Okay, man, are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. Now, come on, now crank this motherfucker up.
Lesson 1. Basic hip. Basic to hip is the concept of digging. Dig. How would you define dig?
Well, you know, man, like when you dig something.
Well, yes.
Dig, baby.
Lesson 2. Vocabulary building. No doubt some of the expressions Mr. Romo has just used are unfamiliar to you. Let's examine some of these phrases more closely.
Dig. Dig it. Dig yourself, baby. Forget it. Dig. Dig it.
Well, yes.
Okay, friends, how goes the fishing? I'm just gonna give River some nice food, and then I will come check in on the fishing results. Again, friends, the winner of this will get to add a custom fish to the ranks. So this actually does have stakes. There is a reason to battle. So yeah. All right, let's get your food good. River's getting fancy sardines over fancy dry food. No? Smells good, doesn't it? Madame's lunch will be fresh spring water unsalted sardines over a specifically delicious carnival kill. Madam, your food? Do dig in. Can't tell me I don't spoil this dog. You cannot tell me I do not spoil this dog. Now I'm gonna make some food for myself as well. Okay. All right. How's that fishing looking, friends? As the timer towards sober is all coming. Ooh, good pull. Good pull. And the tune's still going. We love that. I just need to throw my pasta in the microwave very quickly. And then, yeah, if you don't mind me doing basically like luncheon with you all before we head off, because, you know, I genuinely want to hang out with you all. Okay. Oh, someone caught the fish. Nice. Has anyone caught the unknowable horror from Beyond This Dimension? You know what? I'm going to say no because one of you probably would have mentioned it the moment I got back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There are no Eldritch Abominations in the water. And trust me, Meowkity Sakura, if you saw it, you wouldn't forget. Okay, so again, if it's alright with you friends, I'm just going to reheat some food, and then let's fucking hang out. River had to make friends with everyone as we trampled past, and she is very happy with herself. So, because I need calories so I don't end up shit-faced. And the GameWorks food isn't as good as it was during the GameWorks era, so I don't want to spend like cash monies on food there and just have sad, disappointing tragedy.
Who's the goodest? Best sticker in the whole wide world. It's you. Friends, I think it might be River. Like, obviously we'll have to wait until the poll results are in, but it might be River. Have a full last meal to go.
My first draft is better than your last draft. Rapping like a vampire, wrapped in a black sash. All blood, everything blood red Adidas. Color coordinated, know the jam when you see us. Flying down the hills on the wheels, but still. Jets have blades and parade in the shade. I'm the type of cat you can't spot in a mirror. Only talk to girls dressed just like Vampira. She got mascara, we got Masters K. You crew calls it Tay. You crew eyes that glare at you. It's all about blood flow, no love. DJs wet them streets, hell on your knees. You learn to say please, better come to band, boys. Come to Kagane show and bring your radio. We always ready to go. You know you better get all two of your boys in. That's right, I don't spit fire, I spit poison. Poison from the can in my hand. Ay, 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 gonna die for the jam. Poison from the can in my hand. Ay, 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 gonna die for the jam. Poison from the can in my hand. Ay, ay, ay.
River, you can't have spaghetti bolognese. It's not big girls. You want to play? You want to play?
Bulbasaur! Bulbasaur! Yeah, you kiss Bulbasaur's head! Yawn. Exclamation! Pish!
Face, my hair is scraggly. I'm all lonely, nobody wants me. So for the other
Okay, and none of you have been terrors while I was away. Didn't even consider that.
spot me watching Nosferatu on loop.
That's
poison. Rick, can catch my bodies in chairs on massacre. If we ever working together, then that's a fact. Me and my baby on the graveyard steps. Always rock matching ice after blood sacrifice. Ballet with game action to reclaim our reps. Pray with the same passion that you pray for death. Don't need chemical fix for my maniacal tricks. 420 is fucking hell. Give me 666. If you wanna give it this cool, I'll join hands, get a knife, share blood, and give your life to the jam. Poison, with the can in my hand. Ay, 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 gonna die for the jam. Poison, with the can in my hand. Ay, 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 gonna die for the jam. Poison, with the can in my
Okay.
hand. Ay, 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 gonna die for the jam. Poison.
No more precious when I'm watching the football. It's a bit of the old footy. Oh, Wagner! Damn it, Rafe, you got the Tam McLeish stuff in my head now. But the DJ is a... is, friends. I've got that, like, midstream pre-event crazies, and I've also got River here, so I'm just happy across the board. Yeah? I'll have to put the hay and the nut crunchies away. Whatever else you pull apart. I'll have to use. Hey friends, there's a lot that you can say about modern parlance that's incredibly frustrating. But one of the things that does make me smile is, for those of us who didn't grow up with a lot of cash, it's quite common that, you know, if you grow up poor, that you don't know how to make food for one person, right? That, like, the way that your family would make it would usually be like big meals, lots of pasta, lots of carbs, you know, lots of budget stuff, right? I got a trout.
Ooh, a fancy trout.
And the thing that makes me smile and laugh a little bit is that that's basically been gentrified. It's not that you don't know how to make food for just yourself. No. You do meal prep now. Now, you make enough for 5 people and you put them in little Tupperware containers. And I was like, oh my God, you're so prepared, so clever. Nothing. I just don't know how to make fucking food for one person. I don't know how to do portions. Anytime I talk to somebody who didn't grow up with money, it's always the same kind of thing, you know? Always makes me laugh. Yeah, this way I've got enough carbs in my system that I can have a spot of gin. Oh yeah, Aeon, it does feel good doing like a proper good cook-up, you know? Yeah, whoa, Aeon, we've talked about this in other streams, like I've been really getting into using slow cooker, and I've been really trying to master this like slow cooked pineapple pork from those street tacos that I married and then fucking consumed. It's so good. Makes the whole place smell like a fucking Mexican restaurant. It's great. Yes, Moose. I mean, I definitely had it last night when I finished the stream way too late. I'm like, River was all sorted, but it was like I needed to do laundry and I needed to sort of guineas, and I just didn't have it in the tank to cook anything. It was just such a lifesaver to be like, microwave, 2 minutes, eat. Oh God, Wraith, that's definitely it. I will say that, you know what? Sorry, I'm telling you all things that I've told you 50 times. Recontextualizing cooking in my head as being a hobby rather than being a I must do this to live, fucking game changer. Absolute game changer. And that's another thing that just comes from like, you know, living on a budget and living struggle meal to struggle meal. Like the idea that cooking can be fun and not life and death? Like what the shit? Again, I know I'm telling you all stuff you know, it's just rattles around in my noodle. I haven't, since I actually like worked out how to make decent sushi rice, I haven't actually done any sushi stuff for a while. I think once it starts getting hotter in the summer, I might do that.
Maybe something's wrong.
See, Kindle, I always feel like inside of me there are two wolves. One enjoys the act of eating, and one hates the necessity of cooking. And these two sides are at war. Ooh, you know what, Miyakiri Sakura, I've not had chilled soba noodles. It does make me laugh. So the event I'm going to be going to right after this is called SOBA, Seattle Online Broadcast Association. But it's named that as a joke of soba noodles, but we usually end up getting drunk there, thus creating this juxtaposition. Okay. Okay, I know this is a would you rather. This is a real kind of like teenage nonsense question, but now you can do both, but you don't need either to function. I don't just mean live, but like, would you choose to not have to eat or not have to sleep? And again, it doesn't mean that you never sleep. You can have a nap. You just don't need it. You can eat, you just don't get hungry and hangry. Because I'd definitely be team sleep on that one. Because again, as someone who already has that terrible circadian rhythm, sometimes when I'm trying to do slow cook meals and I mistime them and they end up being at like, I don't know, fucking ready at like 1 o'clock at night. Yeah. Like, Aeon, also big same. I have gone without sleep, and the effects. Oh. It's, like, do you know the surreal thing was? Like, with sleep deprivation, even the memory of it was so fuzzy. Like, sometimes I question it, do you know what I mean? Happy River. Okay, I mean, Wraith, that makes a whole bunch of sense. Hello, big girl. You can't have spaghetti bolognese, it's bad for you. Yes, hello. You cannot have this. You would have the horror poos. Look at this little face. Look at this little face. River's come to say hello. Yeah, we can basically build up the whole fucking car. The only problem with my current apartment layout is there isn't a place for River to sit and watch the people, which she loves to do. Yeah, I mean, both of these feel like a monkey paw type thing, right? But I don't know. Sometimes needing to eat inspires me to greatness. Like my drunk ass making... Okay, I was drunk and I was hungry. So basically like the perfect psychological sprinklings. But I made myself like a fish over miso rice one night. And it was just like sliced, pre-marinated salmon with rice I did in the rice cooker with just like a crap load of miso paste into the water to give it like a broth. God, it was fucking good. Like, what is it? Necessity is the mother of invention? Not a hog. But like the amount of times that My sleep pattern has fucked things. Yeah, I could do without it. I'd still take the occasional nap when I remember. Actually, the mother invention is Helen. Oh, Helen Invention! I'm so sorry. I always forget about them. Lovely person. Okay, Ray. Okay. Well, I tell you what. So, Ray, if you do win, I'll ask somebody to let you know. And friends, in 3 minutes, we're going to call time. So I'd like everybody to hit exclamation fish one more time. All right? At 3 minutes, we're calling time. Because it's going to take a while for all of the fishes to go through. Yeah, my entire life, sleep is something I've struggled with. Oh, we got a big one. God damn it, Divershi. God damn it. It's not a shark. It's not a shark.
Just use your imagination, nation.
Vernon, I couldn't possibly comment.
We're scared shitless.
The ultimate aim is to produce.
Yeah, you got blobby. Get blobbed.
Records to give you pleasure.
Oh shit, Moose. I am so sorry. No, I didn't. And please remind me of that. The thing that scares me, Mental Monk, what would you do with Blobby Will as an emote? What would you do with that? Oh, Dustin, you can exactly get your shark fact. Okay, so... nurse sharks hunt at night using their barbels to search for small fish. They cope well in aquariums, and some have been known to survive in captivity for up to 25 years. Now, so far from that little section, I've learned that there are several kinds of shark that can either survive out of water or will actively crawl out the water to go to better hunting spots. Alright, here's the point. Holy Bus was saying like a Chaos God Blobby emote would be sick. Think about it for a second. The 4, potentially 5, Chaos Gods of Warhammer 40,000 are split into Nurgle, Khorne, Tzeentch, and Slaanesh. Mr. Blobby emboldens all 4 aspects of Chaos. Mr. Blobby is Chaos undivided. I am cursed with this knowledge, and now you are too. Okay. Get you all some more fishing music. Some smooth beats. There you go, like, you now have to live with the same knowledge that I have. Okay, friends. If you want to do one more exclamation fish, that's fine, but this is last call. Last call for fishing! Last call! After this, exclamation fish, no more! Okay, and food was good.
Oh, happy big girl. Happy river. Don't worry, Ruby. You're gonna be sick of me after another 2 days.
Okay. Alright, we got 25 fish to get through. Then our adventure shall come to a close. Oh, fancy broken sword. Aye. Oh. So whilst we're getting through the last of our fishing, so what do your lovely selves have planned for the weekend? I know, Dustin, you're going hard on Warframe. Personally, I don't have too much going on. There's a friend who wants to hang out tomorrow, and I want to hang out with them, but I also think I will be exhausted. When balancing these things is a challenge. Void Train calls to me. Void Train calls to me well. Oh, and I've got to do the Nuggies cage tomorrow. Dice is supposed to go to their parents' place tomorrow for ham. I know, because it's Easter, but if I just say for ham, Dice, will you come for the ham? The ham calls to you. The ham knows all. Have you seen the ham? The ham speaks of you often. Holy is planning on finishing watching Hamilton. Oh, that's fucking cool. Ragnar says they got friends coming over for a 40k painting jam. That's rad. Wolfcrad. I know exactly what you mean. Oh, sorry, Wolfcrad's gonna just finish Deathloop. And hey, it's Kevin, the tumbleweed with a knife. What is your plotting? Kevin! No, I started playing Deathloop, and I was like, huh. And once it clicked, then Death Note ended up locking in as one of my favorite games of all time. It's a little confusing to start with. And do you know what I find fascinating about Death Note is that the confusing parts aren't because the game is confusing, but because it's using kind of like an indie concept, but filtered through a AAA lens. Like, if they'd started out as just a weird indie focused, it wouldn't have been difficult to explain. Did I say Death Note instead of Deathloop? I mean, it certainly would have made that game a lot fucking easier. Well, welcome to my gin-addled dyslexic brain. Oh, speaking of which, I have some gin tonight. I'm gonna be saving money. And yeah, remember friends, no more casts. No more casts, we're getting through the last. But yeah, game-wise, it's still just Void Train that calls to me. A Sauron, chicken nugget for you. Should you eat a chicken nugget that's been floating in a pond for several days, weeks, years? Sure, what's the worst that can happen? Danger zone! You might get superpowers! Oh boy, pond nugget! Pond Nugget is my rap name. I'm Pond Nugget and I'm here to say... I hope you all understand. I do this when you're not here. I make these jokes. I talk to the Nuggies. Like this is my day. Pondy Nuggetman. That's only on formal documentation. If you leave a chicken nugget in the pond long enough, actually becomes a fish stick. What you did there, I saw it. Huh. No, Jamami, you know what? RPG Maker does not get the credit it deserves a lot of the time. Like, from idea in your head to thing that is done is probably one of the fastest engines to fuck around with. DJ Drippy the Clown. Well, holy boss, you better fucking win. And remember, friends, no more casts. No more casts. I kind of wish there was a way we could pause it, but have it like do the queue. Yeah, Wolfcrad, that coffee cup's not gonna cut it for catch-ups. Okay. No one knows how cool we are. I mean, here's the thing, friends. The only rule for adding fish is it can't be something that's gonna get us banned on Twitch.television. And it can't be in foul taste. But like, think fish. Think deep. So Wolfcrad, you have all the parts to get the bus to run, and you have your first passenger, that being Kevin the Tumbleweed with a knife. That's a good run. So none of those fermented Icelandic sharks then. Oh. The flavour still haunts me. I'm glad I did it, but the flavour still haunts me. Vanderbeast, you're probably right. There probably is a way I could hook it up with moderation controls. You know what, Vanderbeast? I will try and remember that. I will try and remember that. Everything happened so much. It's wild that even though my life isn't as crazy as it was, I still find myself in that situation of being at the I don't have time to explain why I don't have time to explain in DM conversations with peeps. Oh yeah, and Quasi, we have called time on fish. We're just getting to the last bits of it. I mean, Quasi, you could still get a lucky dice roll, but apparently people are more fishing calls. Call me your email ad blocker because no more fishes. And no, Quasi, I figured. I know, Orzine, go enjoy Blades in the Dark. I'll be bringing our adventures to a close in just a second. But seriously, all of you, like, thank you. You know, because my hands weren't working today, we didn't get to do Monster Hunter, and yet you all were like, right, fuck it, we racing, we marbles. And now have been kind enough to fish whilst I've been, you know, sorting River and sorting myself. Like, it probably feels like I do nothing but just throw thank yous at you, but you'll have to understand that I do think about the Longship pretty much constantly. Like, I'm fully aware of the strange little flotilla we've somehow created. And for some reason, you lot have decided to keep me around. That still breaks my brain. I'm sorry, it's been 7 years, I still feel it, I don't think it's gonna go away. And if I'm being honest, I wouldn't want it to, you know? Like, back when Bo Burnham's Inside dropped, there was one skit about a streamer who was playing Bo Burnham being trapped inside. And that didn't break me, because we've all played stupid games about, you know, emotional trauma and whatnot, but it was the way in which he perfectly encapsulated the streamer that doesn't give a fuck, who's like, yeah, whatever, cool, thanks for sub. Oh, you just threw me $1 squillion in bits, I don't worry about it. Like, that's my fear, right? My fear of becoming so numb to the, you know, the privilege that I have. So yeah. Probably Ragnar, probably. Okay, and with that, the fish have concluded. Who will win and who will fish? Let us unleash the leaderboards! It's Divershi again? Loon. Followed by Wolfcrad, Mental Monk, Wraith, Velo, Patch Rabbit, Siren, Kimball, Jamami, Dice, Quasi, Ragnar, Raven, Kakazi, Virals, Wolf, Aeon, Holy Bus, Rebels, and J-Post. I didn't even rank. And let's have a look at those catches. It was Blobby Will. It was Blobby Will that won it. Blobby, oh Mr. Blobby, where the fuck did you crawl out from? The old 2-bus special. Oh shit, and Velo got Little Leela. That was a new ad. Way cool. Yeah, Little Leela made it in. It turns out actually there was one custom fish I didn't add this morning. So I'll go back through my DMs. But so Divershi, have a think about it. And then DM me on Discord whatever glorious idea you come up with. But yeah, like all of you, thank you. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna roll credits. I'm gonna throw you directly into oh. God, there are a gajillion people. Do you want some more monster hunting? No, please don't redeem those, because you're not going to get them. I need to close up. Thank Ragnar, thank you for stealth bit. Either Caffeine Moose or Lizzie, sorry, Nova, if you could refund John Deere and Holy Bus, they can have their shark facts another time. Because like, if I didn't have to rush, friends, we'd still be rolling. All right, you know what? I'm going to pass you all over to my good friend Tuna, who is playing Monster Hunter and is actually fucking good at it. Like, actually good at Monster Hunter. You will have to say apologies for me because I will be rushing off. I'm not going to thank that new follower because they were fucking weird and we had to ban them. But to MDH, Ragnar Steiner, Sir Frederick Durst, Wes Borland, and Zeke. That's the new lineup to Limp Bizkit. Thank you all. Whether it was a gifted sub or a squillion years, thank you so much. To Ehrman, the Mental Monk, Bacon Avenger, Vanderbeast, Akira Zero, J-Po, Shitaru. There they are. And also Ragnar, thank you. Like, bits and donations are the only reason I'm able to keep doing this. So, to all of you, you are fucking legends. Thank you. And the full moderation team, not just Caffeine and Nova, but also Rhymes and Moose for helping out today, you fucking legends. Right. So you're gonna have to tell Tuna that I am doing, I'm literally just raid and running, but do give them my love. And do ask them about Monster Hunter, because again, they're genuinely good at it. All right? They're genuinely good at it. But that's it from me, you beautiful mother hubbards. I will see you Tuesday. So, fuck yeah. Thank you for a wonderful day. Thank you for being patient with me, and thank you for everything. I wouldn't be shit without you lot. And I mean it. I really mean it. Okay? Although I probably shouldn't just heap compliments on you constantly. Like, you're also a bunch of nerds. Yeah. Yeah, you're a bunch of nerds. Burn. Got him. Played it. Back of the net. Oh, my life. All right. I love you all. If I'll see you on Tuesday, if not before, to be continued. Thank you. Okay. No one knows how cool we are.